not allowed to come over here.
He just came over. He just chopped them up, bro.
Oh my God.
Too bad, bro. That's my family, bro. I can't listen to you on that one. Here you go.
What?
Fuck yo. You let him in chat, man.
Yo.
What happened?
These niggas got us a loss today.
You know what, bro? This remind me of that 2019 season when we lost to the Browns like that, bro. It'll be good, bro.
It happens, bro.
It ain't happen. We don't lose that game if they was on headset today. At period. Don't try to change the narrative.
Bro, we was gonna lose that game regardless. My defense was so stuck on Chase, bro. That fucking tight end did whatever the fuck he wanted, bro.
Chase did whatever he wanted.
I mean, that was missed tackles and shit. He didn't really get away from nothing. That tight end was running fucking naked.
Yeah, bro, it happens, bro. I mean, you gotta fix it, man.
But the way I see it, look at Cincinnati schedule, bro. Cincinnati gonna be a non-factor in a little bit, bro.
Bro, it's the Ravens, bro. It's alright.
Touchdown.
Cincinnati gonna be a non-factor in a little bit.
That's what I expect, bro.
Alright, let's change the subject before this nigga get muted.
Alright, how would you say that?
Yeah, we on the show. Shitty Shoop Sunday. Don't, Rob, don't get him started, bro. Please don't get him started.
Alright, I'm sure.
Yeah, bro, I'm running a little bit behind because I got the kids, but I'll be there in a second.
Don't worry.
Alright. There's no wrong with Sundays.
Tune in Sunday. Shitty Shoop Sunday. Shitty Shoop. Shitty Shoop Sunday. Shitty Shoop.
Go for that shit.
Well, the Steelers can't lose today.
They won last week, right?
I know. Yeah. I thought you reminded me.
I was asking.
Oh, okay, yeah, we won.
Fuck the Steelers.
I won for that shit. Y'all down 21-9, which I got to lose, bro.
You're not even in America. Calm down.
It's all about them pads in the butt.
Like, this nigga really on headset talking about packs in the Bucks. Man, mute this motherfucker, man. For real.
I'm not gonna see it though.
Motherfucker talking about pats and the bugs. That's how you know you're not from United States. Don't nobody in the United States do no shit like that. I got two teams, packs and the Bucks.
Let's go, baby.
When is Rams game? Anybody got a handle on the Rams game? Because neither one of them fucking broadcast.
Oh, fuck. My eye.
She Shoop Sunday. She Shoop Sunday.
I gotta take this shit out on somebody.
I gotta wait till 9:30 to play my game.
Who you play, Rob?
100 Burger, I'm trying to tell you.
Right. They're playing right now.
I know, it looked like I got 2 starts next to it right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have either of them as a friend, so I don't know.
Shit, internet fuck ups.
If you want a motherfucking podcast show, Shitty Shoop Sunday. Shitty Shoop Sunday! Ravens lost. Shitty Shoop Sunday. Bad day for just a bad fucking day today. Dark clouds over top outside. The forecast is shitty. I ain't eat dinner yet. My girl not gonna feed me today because the team lost. Some bullshit. I'm ready to be on some bullshit all day today. Anyway, Shitty Shoop Sunday! If you are on the podcast show and you are watching, can you please hit the like button? Show us some love, man. Mad Franchise Junkies, the YouTube channel, will love your support by hitting that like button. Don't just hit it, smash that motherfucker. Bang! Maybe I can get y'all to hit the like button if I say this. If you glad the Ravens lost today, hit the like button. Fucking God.
Where that like button at?
There you go. Fucking Shitty Shoop Sunday. I lost 2 really good Madden friends over today's Sunday's game. Hitta is never allowed to watch another Ravens game with me again. We're 0-2 watching games with Hitta. And 0-1 watching games without the guys I watch the games with. You know what I'm talking about? Alright, man. Anyway, back to Madden, man. I got my ass kicked last night in the game as well, too. You know what the hardest thing to do is? To sit around and wait for a game after losing one.
Especially with no practice mode.
Do anybody else have that feel? We talking about practice? Practice?
We want to say that shit too. Shit.
Practice. Alright, his focus is now how can you join the CFM? How can you join? By sending me a friend request on PS4 at AntHits. AntHits.
Hey, look, there you go, bro. There you go. Good thing I ain't bet you.
There you go. Told you don't bet. I could have got up. You could have said I bet you and got the upgrades.
I could have did that, yeah, but I didn't. But
But I said multiple.
It's been a while since we seen Cam Bam, so that means his boy must have been on the losing streak.
Yeah, that's what that was. He been on a losing streak. Boom one. It's Cam in the building. What's up, Cam? Smacked up. Here you go, his shit.
Your boy got smacked up 2 weeks in a row. How about we do a hit board recap?
Should we do a recap? Nah, we're gonna let him have his night. Let him shine for his knight in armor. Let his white knight shine. You know what I'm talking about?
Can't do that. If he gonna speak, he gotta speak on all of it. He gotta stand on all of it.
Nah, they are groomed. They are groomed by him. They gonna move the same way he moved. They are literally his minions.
I might add folk.
If they lose,
yeah.
If he lose, they lose. So they not gonna talk shit. If he win, they win. So they gonna come on and talk shit. That's what a support group does. That's a little weird to me though. He smacked the FA icons too though. The what?
The Falcons.
Falcons too though. Yeah. Did you watch his Patriots game?
He got smacked.
Did you watch his playoff game? Did you watch the game before that? Did you watch any of those games? Nah, we did. We only tuned into the was he winning? Oh, I should have sent the friend request.
He said he smacked the Falcons too.
I came on the night he lost to the Pats. No doubt. I mean, he didn't lose. He got smacked. Ain't that what you using? That word? He got smacked. What's up, Falky?
Good, Falky.
Well, we glad you're here, Boone Netties. You know, the Boone Netties is in the building. We appreciate y'all being around right now. Hit that, smash that like button, Cam Bam. That's what you need to do. Smash that like button. All right, here we go. Week 7 we in right now. All Madden, that's all we talking about. We play on all Madden mode. That's what we talking about. Games was played. We about to hit that shit. Laughing a lot. Nah, you got manhandle. Already. All right, yeah. Smack that like button. Smack that like button, dog. Hell yeah, your boy. We gonna talk about it. We'll get to that part. We'll get to the part. I'll give you what you want. I'll talk about how your boy. What you said, I got manhandle. All right, yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll make your day since you're tuned in right now. But just make sure you smash that like button. Do that favor since you're over here. Smash that like button. All right. Anyway, we are week 7. We got a couple of things to talk about as always. The first thing we're gonna talk about is the view standings. Man, we haven't really gotten to standings or anything on as such for a while now, so let's get over here and talk about it. Obviously things are going to change. It looks like the Cardinals on a 6-game winning streak will go to the #1 team in the league, but as of right now, matter of fact, you know what, let's see if that Rams game and Falcons game is over and I can advance and really have this conversation. Where we at? Look at Skin Jim. Nah, we don't need one. I got one. We good. We don't need a Panthers user. Especially not none of them. Up, game is over. We can advance now. Away. 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 Home. And we good. Alright, so now we can really see the real standards now that I can advance. Let's make sure injuries are off. Coach Carter, Corey in the building. What's up, big guy?
That nigga be putting up football numbers,
You know, it's sad that it's easy to be. It's so sad that, you know, people in the United States of America is so predictable. Like, predictability is just easy. Oh my God. Top Dog, you play Madden? You talking about you Madden? Top Dog, we got a team available right now. Come join the league so you can show us how good you really are, Madden. Top Dog guy, chilling. My Bucks blowing Bears out, yeah. Right. They ain't gonna be talking after the next advance either. They're gonna be sitting quiet as hell. So let's wait till Booney win another game so we can go and troll. All right, so advance week. Nah, he be hitting them up, yo. He on his show. Go over there and talk shit. And he the assest nigga in the crew on some real shit. Nigga ass. We lost our tandem, man. Look, I knew it, man. Damn, bro. I needed them breakout messages. I see this the shit I was talking about. That's why it was important for me to get those breakouts yesterday, man. Fuck, we lost them shits, man. The staff, man. We ain't get no breakouts this week. This shit torture. Well, we patient, cause when we in February we go to Madden. We gonna go to PS5 too, and we gonna make sure we got spots for y'all. So y'all instead of y'all being cheerleaders, y'all can cheer for yourselves. Hopefully y'all as good as y'all mouths are. And when we go to the PS5, we got work for y'all. Don't worry. Don't worry. Damn, no tent. See, I lost that shit. I had the young rookie that was on Woodnut. Nah. Why? You got yours back? Yeah. You got it back? All right, bet. All right, bet. Bet. All right, well, cause yeah, I got them last season. I got them all, so I don't, you know what I mean. I never seen it when I didn't get them. All right, so let's get to the standings right now. Let's go see what's going on in the standings. All right, so the top two teams in the league right now is the Cardinals sitting at 6-1 on a 6-game winning streak, and the Browns are sitting at 6-1 at number 2 on a 3-game winning streak. Ravens dropped from 1-3, 6-1 on a 1-game losing streak. Broncos are 6-1, moving right back up that chart. 3-game winning streak. Football team sitting at 6-1 at 5 on a 4-game winning streak. The G-Men and the Giants are on a 5-game winning streak as well, 6-1. New England Patriots are on a 4-game winning streak, sitting at 7, 5-1. These Bucks, quiet as kept, 5-game winning streak, sitting at 5-1 right now as well. And our Philadelphia Eagles are on a 2-game losing streak, but they were playing so hot that 2-game didn't drop them out of the top 10. They sitting at 5-2 at number 9. And our number 10 spot is the Chargers, sitting at 5-2 on a 1-game losing streak. And outside of the top 10, the next 3 teams are the Super Bowl winners from last season, 4-2 Bears. Lions are sitting at 4-2, and the Bills are sitting at 4-2. So Young Demon got back on the Bills and got them boys winning right now. My nigga, way to shit right now, man. All right. A lot of stuff to talk about today, man. My Ravens lost in real life. We lost last night on the game. Man, it's just been a miserable, shitty day for me, man. Shitty Soup Sunday. Man, I don't like losing at all, man. And as you can see, we got the Boone Nets around, so you can't lose the Boone nowadays and then do a podcast show, because they are gonna tear your ass up. They just like, yo, fuck. I can't. How do you get some subscribers that have your exact personality?
Sir.
This little nigga bad as hell. Brought the Danish shit downstairs.
I appreciate you, Cam Bam. Nah, that's on some real shit, bro. Listen, we trollers too. We like to have fun, and you make the show even better when you come on. You feel me? Like, we appreciate what y'all doing. Like, but we gonna talk the same shit y'all talk. You feel me? It's Falka Ghost. Ha ha ha. Ah shit. And they starting to know who our users are right now. Shit. All right. So if you're a user in this league, you ain't popping. If Cam Bam, Matt, and Top Dog, and the home guard that came on the other day trying to talk shit to Corey, if they don't know you, you ain't shitting in the game right now. You ain't somebody.
But yeah, to answer your question, and it's a cult type following, man. I think people might actually pay those people. They might actually be Boom. They might be the people in his house.
Nah, I think they real life people, bro. Real talk. They pay attention to too many games and shit. What I do know is this. I want to know this. Do y'all come on when we podcast? Obviously, you subscribe to me because you're getting a notification that that we do the show. But is Boone hitting y'all up, telling y'all this? Did he give y'all? There go Megan West. Here she go. I was going to sit in silence. But what's up? They deep as hell right now. Oh my God.
So hold on. You gotta answer this question. It's not a coincidence they all on after a big win when you on podcast.
Yeah.
That's not funny to you?
Nah, it's definitely funny. I think Boone definitely I think they real people. I think Boone hitting them up and telling them, yo, I beat this nigga last night, talk shit to him. See, Boone do shit like that because the one thing, let's have a real conversation real fast before we get into it. Boone do shit like this because he doesn't get the validation from us. Am I wrong by saying that?
Nah, you know.
So because he can't get the validation from us, you know, the games that he play against us means more to him than it does to us. Well, to me, well, not really to me, because I don't want to lose to him ever. Like, he has the type of mouth. He's one of my favorite guys on the game, but his mouth makes me don't ever want to lose a game to him. Not saying I can't lose. As y'all can see, I've lost twice to him since we started this. But I just don't think that, you know when you talking about top dogs and all that stuff, if you was in our league and you asked the 31 members who's top dogs in there, none of them would say his name. That's not on accident though. Like, that is a reason for that, Fault. And what's that reason, Fault?
I think the biggest reason is just the lack of consistency. You know, born to win a game, but he'll do good one season, the next season he lose, and he duck tail. So I think if he's more consistent,
I agree.
Win or lose, I think he'll get that respect.
Now, in my opinion, he is a top player in our league. Always have been. But winning. My thing is this: I respect people that lose and keep the same energy how they are when they win. That's all. And I think he built that character up on his own, like, where he's active and he's the man. He's loved the league when he winning. When he losing, we can't get in touch with him. So that narrative is always going to be his Achilles heel. When you trying to mention your name amongst the top elite guys, you got to be around, bro. You got to be around for your ass whoopings. You got to be around for that. You got to better talk that same shit you talk when you winning and shit. You got to better talk that same shit, because everybody paying attention. Everybody know. And when y'all come on and y'all gloat for him and y'all happy as hell for him that he won, and y'all get to brag and talk shit for y'all boy, it's other motherfuckers that's on this same podcast as a guest right now watching, all had they flip this, the flip side of it. They all like, man, as soon as he lose, he ain't gonna be around. He gonna have all types of excuses why he ain't on the game and playing. So make it make sense a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, so y'all gotta tell y'all guy that y'all representing for that he gotta represent all the time, not just sometimes. Simple as that. Alright, so we get into the games and gameplay right now. We are in week 8 right now, so now I do think it's time that I can go look at some stats right now to see who's doing what amongst the league and have this conversation. What guys are pitting their twerkies right now. All right, all right, all right. So let's get to the NFL, and your top passer in the league is now Kyler Murray, sitting at 2,762 passing yards, 41 touchdowns, 24 interceptions. All right. Baker Mayfield, second on this list with 2,713 yards, 26 touchdowns, 12 INTs. Jada Styles has moved into third place at 2,482 yards with 20 touchdowns, 22 picks. We're fine with the 22 picks. He's a rookie, so we you know, he working things out. We're fine with that. I am impressed that he's the number 3 quarterback on this list right now. At number 4, Deshaun Watson, pure Watson, all games, 2,449, 19 and 10, 73%. It's a high completion percentage right there. Justin Herbert is climbing the charts as well, 2,361 yards, 21 touchdowns, 13 picks at 66 a clip. Lamar Jackson is at 2,343, 25 touchdowns, 18 INTs. AJ Solari and Sidney Cake are the next two on this list right now. Touchdown leaders, we'll just do that real fast. Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray with 41, Baker Mayfield with 26, Lamar Jackson with 25, Herbert with 21, Styles at 5 with 20, tied with Patrick Mahomes at 5, Watson at 6, 19, tied with Solari at 6, and Doolittle, they all at 6. And then you got Mon and Nick Cargman. Oh shit, I ain't see that name in a while. Nick Cargman over here. We try to keep real draft players off of Game of Thrones, but we'll let you have that. I'll let you have that. 18-18, a young whoop right now. I don't know. I know Boone. He from my hood. I don't think he really cares about wins or losses. Yeah, you sure?
Nah, he cares.
Falk, he said he don't think Boone cares about wins or losses.
Shit, he ain't from here. He ain't from Boone Herb.
That kind of sound like some hate. Yeah, nah. It sound like the truth. There's a difference between, and it's not hate, it's truth.
Man, that shit is Boone. Boone got my fucking.
Nah, he just hopped on. I just seen him. Boone just hopped on. I seen him on. You know, he come slide right on, right?
He got that dummy shit where he can have like 4 different profiles.
All right, so Saquon Barkley. Let's look at the running game right now.
That's his burner account.
Burner account.
All right, people, man.
Here we go, man.
He's from the military. He everywhere.
He everywhere. All right, so our rushers, we only got 2 backs in the league with 1,000 yards already going into week 8 right now. Now, we've been arguing this shit. Now, I think he cared more about who he loses to. Yeah, okay.
Boom, man.
Yeah. Saquon Barkley with 130 carries, 1321. This has been an argument for the last few advances. 166 for Ronald Jones, 1310. All right, let's stop there for a second. Falky, we've been asking who's the best running back in the league right now, and the argument has been, you know, Ronald Jones, J.K. Dobbins, Ezekiel Elliott, and Saquon Barkley. And the reason why we left those 4 on the list and nobody else is because they were the only running backs that had 2,000 yards plus. So Barkley's argument, the coach that controls Barkley said, I'm doing what they doing with less carries. And the coach that controls, valid point, the coach that controls Ronald Jones is saying, and I'm doing it with guys knowing that I'm going to do it, and they loading the box up, and they preparing for the run, and I'm still doing it. All right, so we're going to stay right there. We're not going to go no further than these 2 running backs right now. With an MVP under his belt and second in the league last year in rushing yards, number 1 in touchdowns, would you go with Ronald Jones or Saquon Barkley as the best back in the league?
I mean, I'm just going off of the history of when those 2 teams play. And when those 2 teams play each other, Ronald Jones dominates. Now, I don't know what the case would be this year. The Giants flying high. We got some new additions. But what I do know is last year, you know, Ronald Jones was the MVP. And when they played, I think twice or one time, Ronald Jones dominated.
He had a big game drop too.
Yeah, the same for Saquon. So I like to go with Ronald Jones at this point in time, but you know, subject to change.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, co-host Shoguns is in the building right now. Shoguns, I ask you the same exact question right now, man. When you look at production and you look at, you know, running backs in the league right now, we're narrowed it down to these 2. Saquon or Ronald Jones. Make a case for either one of them, please.
Well, I mean, Ronald Jones is the reigning MVP, and he's following that up with similar stats. So it's you can get volumes of carries, but what are you doing with that volume? You know, you can throw the ball 50 times a game, but if you only hitting on 20 of them, you're really not doing anything. So Ronald Jones is getting a lot of carries, and he's productive with the carries that he's getting. So for me, if you're the reigning MVP and you're a running back, until you are knocked off that pedestal, you're still number one.
I like that. Now, I would say Saquon probably mean more to his team than Ronald Jones does. All right, and here's why I'm gonna say that. Saquon means more to his team because I don't think the Giants are sitting at 6-1 without a Saquon Barkley. I do think the Bucs team can be where they are at 5-1, 6-1 right now, 5-1 with the bye, without Ronald Jones. I think they got a host of backs that they can. I think the system is more running back friendly than the Giants running back system. I think they need Saquon to be Saquon. They don't need Ronald Jones to be Ronald Jones, but it's a bonus that he is Ronald Jones, right? I think they could plug and play and be good and just as good as they are without him. So, man, when it comes down to importance for your team, I literally like Saquon Barkley, but like I agree with Guns here. You can't go against a man who's done it, who's had the MVP, and he's right back in pace for it again. I mean, 25 touchdowns. He's halfway to where he had last year. Already at week 8, halfway through the season, he's already there again. Let's go to what he did last year stat-wise, and go to his numbers. All right, so he had 424 carries for 2708, 6.4, and 48 touchdowns. He already had 25 touchdowns now, week 8. Falk, do he beat that rushing touchdown record?
Yeah, I think he gets 60.
If he gets 60, boy, oh my God, don't give that man any reason to want to go get 60 right now. Leave him alone. 60. Oh my God. All right, now
he didn't play a game either. He got hurt one game. So.
Right.
And I already had my bye week too.
And you on the bye? Yeah. So that's 2 games without production right now. So yeah, shit can get real. All right, the number 3 running back on this list is Casey Fields. Man, he was a little mad at the Ravens yesterday. He got 8 carries and shit. He was mad. He didn't get the ball. But 997. J.K. Dobbins is 4th on the list with 961. And then Tyson Williams goes from the Baltimore Ravens last year. He had a really good first season as a starting running back for the Ravens. And now he's over there in Arizona still putting in work right now. 98 carries, 889. This man averaging 9.1 yards a carry right now. Also, Javonte Williams is at 855, and then DeAndre Swift. These 2 names are names we got to keep paying attention to. DeAndre is having a good season thus far, too. 8.9 carries, so he averaged 9 yards a carry and 10 touchdowns, too. Antonio Gibson picked up from where he left off last year, 7.7 yards a carry, 5 rushing touchdowns right now. You get over to the receivers. We want to know who's doing what. We got a rookie that's shining right now with the most catches. Second to most catches now. Anthony Schwartz is sitting with 44 catches right now on the season. Byron Kitchens is sitting at 42. Kyle Pitts is sitting at 42. Jamar Chase at 40. Tyreek Hill at 40. I'm gonna stop there. Let's go back up to the top guys with receptions right now. Hey man, is Anthony Schwartz making a name for himself to be considered the top receiver in the league right now, fellas?
I mean, if we gotta wait that long, that's your answer. You hear me?
Yep.
If we gotta wait that long for a response, that's the answer.
But I'm gonna say this: I like him. I don't think he's elite right this second. I like him though. He's making big plays for him. I just think he's the perfect receiver for the Boom Cat. A lot of these 44 catches, I'm quite sure you could take about 18 of them out and they jet sweeps. But that's the system. That's the Boom Cat system. So I think he became their number 1 receiver over there for the Browns, which is great because it's one of the pieces that he have over there to be able to play his style of football, or things that he like to do. This guy with that type of speed can do these things. But he is starting to become a deep presence now. He went dummies against the Falcons. He had a big game against the Dolphins. Like, so he had a big game. I think he even got in the end zone against me on the jet sweep. So he's playing. I would say every game he's putting in work. He has to, because he got 15 touchdowns on the year right now, and he's leading the league in catches, and he's second in yards right now. So right now, I think he's playing at an elite level. I think he's definitely playing at an elite level for what they asked him to do over there. He's very productive. Rookie Byron Kitchens sitting at 42 catches on the year right now. So let's go to the yards and talk about who's doing what, when, and where on yards. So Byron Kitchens is leading the league right now. Young rookie, 42 catches, 14, 21, and 14 touchdowns right now. Falk, you got to play this guy. Saints with their young quarterback and their young target that they thrown to, so they got the quarterback and they got a weapon over there for him. Playing them, number 2, the receiver. Let's see if you can remember who he was. Did he show up in y'all game or not? But are you impressed with the fact that he has this man, you know, as the number 1 receiver in the league right now this year?
Yeah, that guy's a dog. I mean, him and the Cowboys young receiver, 18, I forget his name. Oh man, they gonna be problems. Oh, they gonna be problems. Kitchen does it all: punt return, kick return, kicker, water boys.
Got him out there just handling shit right now.
I said that nigga got punter, man. Like, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, man, this guy balling out right now, and they doing it with a young quarterback, so they gonna be doing it for a whole lot of years to come. They balling right now. Swartz is second on this list with 1419. Third on the list is Jamar Chase with 1013. Hollywood Brown sitting at 968. Chris Moss Johnson, he's a fucking idiot. I want to. Can I boot? So somebody let me just boot Circumbob. God damn, I ain't mad at him though. Chris Moss Johnson. That's what he named the. That's what he named the 6'6", 230-pound rookie that he got. Chris Moss Johnson. Fuck. He third on the list, 882 yards, 9 touchdowns. You got Rondell Morrison at 29, catches 871 and 10 touchdowns. Tyreek is slowly climbing himself back up there as well, 852, 10 touchdowns as well. And then we have our first tight end, Bryce Moss, the rookie tight end that comes out, speed burner with 32 catches, 810 yards, 13 touchdowns. Guns, you give Coach Carter a tight end, and he shows us what he does with these tight ends, man. Are you impressed with what he doing with Bryce Moss?
I'm very impressed. I got a chance to catch one of his broadcasts, and he's continuing to scheme his tight ends open. They're definitely playing to his strengths right now. I know he just took a loss to his last game, but even then, his tight end was a problem, and I saw the way that he schemes them open. I love the way he schemes them open. I was taking notes.
You give the Chargers a big target at receiver and a big target at tight end, and they can work magic with their offense. I definitely like this pick. You got him in the second round. Pick the fastest tight end in the draft, and at 6'7", bro, you could do so much with this guy because he's fast enough to run by guys and big enough to just tower and monster over people over there. Our boy Jalen Waddle with 29 catches, 755. He has 10 touchdowns as well. Sitting there. D-Hop is in the building now. I know Waddle's the guy and all that, but I think, we see the numbers on guys right now. But is there any more receiver right now that was traded to another team and became the major impact player of a team than DeAndre Hopkins, man, for the Philadelphia Eagles? I don't think there's a receiver in the league that's more important to their team than this kid right here. I don't care that the numbers ain't up there with the top guys right now, but he changed the whole landscape of their division. And I think the reason, look, you make that type of trade and then you start seeing blockbusters happen over there. The Giants went and got Stephon Gilmore to counter that trade. Guys are trying to get better in that division, and Eagles set the tone with that over there right now, man. You got some a new quarterback over there, a rookie that's over there chilling. Trying to get it together. You got DBs that's trying to get better over there. Guys made trades to be able to counter what these guys are doing. But this Philadelphia Eagle offense, having a DeAndre Hopkins back with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson got a 73% completion percentage right now. That's way up from last year. Guns, just talk to me how like the importance of DeAndre Hopkins playing with Deshaun Watkins again in Philadelphia.
I mean, honestly, I watched the Eagles play, and I saw plays where Watson would be in trouble, and he would just throw off of his back foot, almost as if he was throwing it up, but he knew exactly where DeAndre Hopkins was going to be. That's the kind of chemistry that you want to have. That man could be blindfolded, and if he took 5 steps back, he would throw the ball. He knows where DeAndre Hopkins is going to be at all times. And I don't think that chemistry it can't be duplicated right now.
No, I can't, man. And like when you get a player to come over like this, and he's the reason why that offense is hitting on a high cylinder right now. I mean the game that stands out to me is the Washington football game, that shootout game where it was a high scoring game where both offenses was just up and down the field scoring points all game long. Even the game he lost to the Giants was an extra point away from tying that game up and making it a situation. And in that game, you saw DeAndre Hopkins not only making plays when he was called on, but because he was on the field, other guys were making plays because of the attention that he's going to get. Period. So I can't wait to see this, play itself out all the way and like really see what we're dealing with over here, because this turned that Eagles offense into a top 5 offense in the league right now. In my opinion, they locked in. They got a triple-headed monster in the backfield, and then they got the threat of DeAndre Hopkins with young Heisman on the other side, man, with Deshaun Watson. After a full offseason with this team and went through many camps and training camp and preseason, Deshaun got the offense on his back right now, and he's playing a high level football with DeAndre Hopkins over there. Was this the GM move of the year right here, fuck?
Yeah, right now, as of week 8 it is, man, because I think he was last year at this time he might have been 2-5.
Right.
Something like that.
1-6. 1-6 at this time. 1-6, yep. 1-6 at this time.
You had to turn your record around and be explosive offensively with one, with one addition. I gotta say that's, you got guys going to trade for Stephon Gilmore because of it.
Because of it, right.
Shit. If he ain't missed that extra point, he might be top of the division
right now. One possession away from not having a loss right now. Means a lot. It means a lot. So we like what he's doing over there. I think we on a radar receiver, Justin Jefferson. We need to pay attention to him. He's playing well for the Minnesota Vikings over there right now. Let's go look at some defensive stats right now, see who's doing what, when, where, and how. All right, so I'm loving the fact that Devin Ward for the Chiefs, the middle linebacker from Cincinnati, rookie, is sitting on top of the tackle list right now. Man, look, Guns, the Chiefs needed defense in the worst way. We saw them score with anybody last year and couldn't stop nobody last year. They went heavy in the draft and got defensive players over there. And this is the centerpiece right now, man. What does a middle linebacker being a captain of your defense can do for a team when they going through a transition to build their defense to keep up to that offense?
That's your quarterback on defense. Well, that's what you hope to get. Now the jury is still out when you go out and you bring somebody. The jury is still out, but I like how he's playing thus far. Mm-hmm. And what you hope that he's able to continue to read the offense, be able to call out the different pass protections, call out the plays. If you get him to a point where he can see the play as it before it develops, you got something special.
Yeah, and I like the fact that as a rookie, he's not showing. He's a rookie right now with 68 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, a sack and a half, and an INT right now, along with 3 pass deflections right now. He's really the man in the middle for the Chiefs right now. And we got Honey Badger back deep. They just needed to build around that. And I think they're doing it. I think if I go to the Chiefs roster, you'll start to see some more players playing pretty well on defense. since he's been on the field, they've been giving up less points than they have given up last year. Last year they was on a run of giving up somewhere between 30 to 40 points a game. They got that down into the 20s now, and that's because of Devin Ward at 6'4", 235 pounds. Man, he's the middleman of the Chiefs defense right now. Chief Ward. All right, so Mike got the second guy on the list for tackles, 54. You got Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, the African. We call him JOK. Got traded. Boom made this trade with Mike last year late. And Mike goes and gets him a Notre Dame kid. That's his team, Notre Dame. He goes and gets him one of those guys. 54 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and an interception right now. Nano, did you put the X Factor on your guy?
He already got it in the game.
Oh, he got it in the game himself?
Yeah.
All right, number 3 on this. Oh, my God. All right, so number 3 on this list.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I had a breakout message. All right,
Hey,
number 3 on
Did you
this.
send it,
Yes,
Those
sir.
are my running backs. I can fucking
What happened?
running backs. I need one of those on my running backs. So wait till I get that message.
All right, number 3 on this list is Ray Lewis, the second, sitting at third with 53 tackles right now. He was a tackling machine yesterday. He had 13 tackles in the game against the Browns in a losing effort. But right now, 53 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks, and an INT right now.
Good luck to you, Nano.
Guns.
You too. Good luck.
Yo, bro.
I'm going to ask you the same question I asked you for Devin Ward. What does Ray Lewis bring to the Baltimore Ravens?
Oh my God. He comes into a situation to where he doesn't have the responsibility of being the quarterback on defense. That guy is already there, so he's actually able to come in and roam free, follow instructions, and just go hurt somebody.
Yeah, I think he got the freedom to just be a player. He doesn't hold a big responsibility. The Ravens got a really good linebacker core, young. They all in their first year or rookies right now, but they are very explosive out there. But like you said, Captain Baltimore is back there with Steiner at the quarterback of this defense. But Ray Lewis being able to, just do his damn thing right now, man. They got the defensive line to keep those guards off of him too. That's why he got high production in tackles right now. Solid. So Divine Diablo, a tweener, a guy that can play safety or linebacker, sitting here with 52 tackles. Let's go look at my favorite stat, tackle for losses right now. And you got Coach Shelton, a rookie out of LSU, the speedy outside linebacker with 93 speed, sitting at 6'5", 228 pounds. He got 11. Derwin James, man. All right, so you got a safety, Derwin James, who plays the sub linebacker package. He's at that middle linebacker role, doing what he always do. You give Corey Derwin James, and you're going to get production. Simple as that. 11 tackles for loss. Now we get to the big boys, the big cakes. Aaron Donald with 9. Myles Garrett with 9 right now. I'm impressed with Myles Garrett having 9 with 5 sacks right now. I thought that his production will go up because of what they did in the draft, Guns, at the D tackle position.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm also I'm impressed with Aaron Donald. Being on that list because he was one of those players that that got dropped.
That got dropped from X
Yeah,
Factor, right?
and he's coming back fighting for his X Factor back.
Yeah, he's fighting for that X Factor back right now. We go back up to him. Let's see, Aaron Donald. 6.5 sacks right now, 9 tackle for losses. Yeah, he's looking to get that X Factor back and shit. All right, and again, Miles Jones with 9 of them, 5 sacks right now too. Kyle Duggar for the Patriots with 8 tackle for losses right now. You got Donnell Hunter. Kenneth Murray, and then you got a whole bunch of 7s on here. Trill Williams, another safety that comes down playing from that safety level and gets tackles in the backfield. Now, out of these guys on here, Trill Williams has to be the most impressive guy to me because he's not allowed to play sub linebacker because of his size. So he's user, and this is a user 7 tackles for losses in my opinion. So are you impressed with that? Like the guy's coming from the safety level. Obviously he can walk him down in the box and do things with him, but he's tackling guys in the backfield at 7 a clip right now from the safety position. How you like that?
That is the benefit of having a shutdown secondary.
Right.
They can all press, they can all come up. And I played him, and it almost looked like the whole team was in the box at times, and and if you think that you can run by him, next thing you know, they screaming back, they get into position, and of course he uses her as a safety, so of course he comes screaming to get his tackles for losses.
And he's very, very, very consistent on making tackles himself as well too. He make those guys tackle, and he tackle at a high level right there. So solid. Let's look at the sack leaders right now. Who's getting to the quarterback the most right now? All right, so Jose Cuervo, this fucking guy, 10 sacks right now. The Bengals, circle Bob.
Jose Cuervo.
Adolphe Owe at 8 right now. Dylan. Dylan Moses with 7 right now. Aaron Donald 6.5. Josh Sweat 6.5. I think if there's anybody that's having a good season right now, it's Josh Sweat. I told you they were on the Josh Sweat been on the Philadelphia Eagles since he's been drafted, so he's in season 5. But yet he's so young that he's still got be able to be he's a veteran on a team that has a young team that's developing right now, and he's still part of that process, but he's still a veteran because he's been there longer than most of the defensive players they got. And Josh Sweat balling right now with 6.5 sacks. J.J. Watt holding the middle down with 6.5. Donnell Hunter 6. And you got Teddy Bruschi for the Patriots at the middle linebacker position, outside linebacker, with 6 sacks as well, getting to the quarterback. Bradley Chubb 5.5. Myles Garrett 5, and so on. I'm not going to keep continuing through all the 5s right now. But I'm going to go to interceptions right now. Let's talk about it. Derwin James got 8. So not only is he leading the league in tackle for losses, he has 8 interceptions on the season right now, man. Why is Corey so dangerous with Derwin James?
Because of the way he uses him, he brings them down, almost the same way that how the Dolphins is using Trill Williams. He's always involved. He's always down at the linebacker level or closer to the line of scrimmage. Always has his nose in the play.
Yeah, I agree. And then he could do everything with him. Keep him back deep and put him at the middle linebacker and sub packages. So he really is the user of users with him. Guns, when you look at interceptions, you see 8 out of Derwin James. You see Bynum for the Vikings with 8 at free safety. You see free safety Troy Akpe with 8. You see strong safety Steiner with 7 for the Ravens. And then you got your first corner coming down. You start to see corners now with 6. Why is it that our top guys picking the ball off right now are at that safety position?
But because people, let's be honest, users they have a little bit more courage to put numbers up. I think a lot of times these pass attempts that are going up, they're forced. This is just my opinion. I think people are either playing from behind or stat chasing. There are a lot of tandem breakout scenarios. There are things that are making people either play outside of their comfort zone or they're chasing development traits.
Yeah, I think in a league where guys that hide themselves through an all-run system. For guys that have a lot of picks like this, it is exactly what you're saying. It's more being up on guys. If you went through stats and looked at these guys that we're talking about, you're probably going to see most of the games that they got their picks in is they probably winning the game big. And that just comes with the league right now, man. If you're playing from behind, you got to throw the ball. If it's a close game, you can run the ball and get yourself out of there with a dub right now. But we got Derwin James at 8, Bynum with 8, Akpe with 8, all tied at 1. Donovan Steiner sitting at 7 at number 2 by himself, and he got a whole host of 6s, and you start getting to some of these corners. Now, Clyde Sampson, the number 1 rookie corner that was picked at pick 4 right now, is holding the league down with 6 right now. Now, I gotta have this argument between Alonzo Battle and Clyde Sampson on 2 of the better corners that was picked in this draft this year. Both of them got 6 picks right now. If you're looking at the numbers right now, which one of these guys are playing at a level where they could be the best rookie corner in the league?
Oh man, with their stats being so close, I think it's going to come down to pass deflections. Back down balls, properly tackles for losses. I don't think it's just going to come down to interceptions. I think it's going to be, who gets their hands, who gets their hands on the rock more.
Both of them got a return off a pick. Now you do got Battle with 7 deflections and Sampson with 3, but then you like you said, you go over to this and Sampson got 5 tackles for losses and a sack on the season, so he's getting busy in the run game as well for him with 26 tackles right now. I played Battle literally had 3 picks in my game, so to me, he's going to be the closest thing to a shutdown after, we had Goen from the Cardinals that became a shutdown after 1 season. I think Battle's on his way to that as well, where he's going to be a shutdown corner after season 1. And then we're looking at Clyde balling. He's out there covering #1 receivers right now and all that, but I've seen him go dummies in a game where he was up 77 to like 20 and shit. Again, guys had to throw the ball and throwing it desperately, but I'm not taking away from such a good player he is right now, because you can't ignore 5 tackle for losses and a sack as well. So they balling, and we're gonna keep our eye out on these 2 corners right now for the entire season, and to see if any other rookie corners is gonna make their ways up this ladder at all. Like, we see some familiar names on here as well. When it comes down to interceptions as well, man. And then there's the linebacker Devin White holding it down with 5. Last year we had Isaiah Simmons, we had Miles Jack, Devin White. We had a bunch of linebackers. Right now we only seeing 1 linebacker early on right now with INTs like that, being the man in the middle, and that's Devin White for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. All right, Guns, man, what's up, buddy? We get into some of these games that were already played, and we advanced, and we're gonna talk about some of these games today. Let's get to the juice, you know what I'm saying? Let's get into the schedule. Bear with me, let me do what I do, baby. We gotta get into these games and how they were played. Winners and losers right now. So you saw our top 10 change because some teams lost, some teams won, some teams moved up, some teams dropped. That's just the way of the game go, right? At the end of each game, you're going to have a winner or a loser, except for a tie. Other than that, somebody's moving up the pool, somebody's going to move down the pool, period. And we're going to just continue to talk about those that move up and move down. So get out of week 8 and go back to week 7. And we got to dig into the first game on here right now. And let's get to it. You already know. What we talking about? Football team 56-17 over the Indianapolis Colts right now. Football team hot as shit right now. 483 total yards, 320. 83 in the run game, 179. 400 in the passing game. Dr. Doolittle, Mr. Peter Doolittle, was throwing the ball around the park. 400 to 141. First down, 17 to 15. Total yards, 511 to 378. Let's get to the player stats. See who did what, when, where, and how. 139.2 QB rating for the rookie. This was the battle of the rookies today. Guns that we missed out on. Davion Branch versus Peter Doolittle. Branch struggled today. 47.7, 150 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 INTs right now. But Doolittle went dummy. 7 catches, 7 touchdowns, and 1 interception. He was only sacked twice in this game. Are you impressed with how this man is playing with this quarterback this year? Especially when he come out of a game where he only threw 1 pick. I think he's done that 2 games in a row where he's not throwing a lot of turnovers right now. And that is the reason why they are only with 1 loss right now. How they successful, because this guy's not turning the ball over a whole lot right now.
I'm highly impressed, because one of the things that I was worried about was, this team is takes so many risks downfield.
Right.
I thought that the interceptions would be piling up for this rookie. So it seems like they're starting to ring their offense back in a little bit and maybe building around the rookie. I'm going to pay a little bit more attention to see, down the road how they continue to develop this offense with such a talented young man.
Yeah, man, we got 13 fucking rookie quarterbacks that was legit starters, and we got 10 of them definitely starting. I like this. He's one of the top guys playing right now, and he got his team on their way to a playoff at this point right now. I know it's early, it's halfway mark, but they playing at a high level. Mike had a superstar running back that unlocked to a superstar X factor during preseason. Joey Odai, 25 carries, 126 yards, 5 yards a carry. He didn't score today, but he was highly productive. Is this something for the Colts to look to their future with?
Absolutely. I mean, it could. I didn't talk to Mr. Skadimes, but I've been hearing some,
give me
some
that.
What's the rumblings? Should I go get Skadimes? Do I need to go get Skadimes?
Yeah. Let's
All right, first of all, let me bring Coach Mike over here. Bear with me. We're not going nowhere. I just need to bring him over here, or he's not going to stop sending invites until he comes. You got him? All right, good. So I don't fuck the show up. Let's get back to it. All right, Skadimes. Where's Skadimes at, Mr. Skadimes? Mr. Skadimes, where the fuck are you? We're going to talk about Skadimes. All right, first of all, let's talk about what's the trade rumors that you heard before I bring Skadimes on.
Well, this is not as much, well, the first thing I want to bring up is not so much of a trade rumor, but I did see that the veteran Matthew Stafford has been picked up. You know, does this mean that they could possibly be losing faith in the young quarterback?
The coach,
that's on
the
that
coach picked
level.
up Matthew Stafford. We got to go back to this. Hold up. Let me get over here. Matthew Stafford, he ain't on this. Oh, my God. He did come in the game, 39.5. All right. I don't think that we're going to lose the fact that Davion Branch, LSU quarterback, rookie, I don't think you're going to sit him down. But what I do think is you bring a veteran like Matthew over, right? And you speed up the process of the young quarterback that you had to throw in the flame. Me personally, I think it's too late to sit him down. I don't think you sit him down right now. I would have to literally go see what their record is. For that, what are the coach record? If they have a losing record to the point where it's really not a playoff year for them, or they can make a playoff run, I don't think you put Matthew Stafford in. I think you ride or die with the young quarterback, the Devion Branch. And here's why. Matthew Stafford being over here, you're going to see the XPs and the development of this quarterback develop faster now, which is going to help him going into the future. So the future looks bright for this team on offense right now. They got a dog at receiver. They have a serviceable quarterback who's going, you know, I just think Davion Branch got thrown into the fire too fast. I think he was one of those guys, this should have been done early on, right? Matthew Stafford should have been picked up, or a veteran quarterback should have been picked up. A Teddy Bridgewater, Matthew Stafford, somebody veteran should have been picked up right away when the coach got this quarterback. And then they play that veteran quarterback and allow this kid a year to sit behind those quarterbacks to develop. They didn't do it that way. It was flipped. They got the veteran quarterback later, and if they would have got him first, and then you see Matthew Stafford at the starter over here, and Davion would better hold the clipboard and learn how to be an NFL quarterback. But he's thrown into the fire now, so because you throw him into the fire, you could mess this kid up if you take him out off the field right now. What do you think, Guns?
I agree. Now, if they brought in Stafford to mentor him for the rest of the season and to accelerate his growth, I think it's an outstanding move.
Yeah, I like it. We all know having a veteran at a position on your team helps the development of the younger guys. So I think that was just a smart coaching move by them. Could they have done this earlier? They could have probably utilized this in the situation earlier. But this team is young, man. Again, their best receiver is a rookie. Their best running back at this point is a rookie. My question is, Skadimes, I would want to know from Skadimes, is Jonathan Taylor on the block now that this young rookie is starting to step up? Adai Joseph, man. What do you do with a Jonathan Taylor right now? Obviously, his production is going down. 6 carries, 29 carries with 29 yards. And Adai owned the day with 25 carries, 126 yards right now. Do you want to, you know what I mean? Look, if you're not going to make the playoffs this year, you have to think about how to build your team so you do make the playoffs. So what piece would be better than a Jonathan Taylor on a trade block to be able to gain more draft capital, or even some players?
The defense, baby. Yes, sir.
Oh wow, what was George Adai's stat from this past game?
25 carries, 126 yards.
Wow. Okay. Well, looks like they're all in on the young rookie.
I would be all in on him. Why not, right? I will. You have to, unless you planning on using a two-headed monster. Because look, Jonathan Taylor is young. You don't have to get rid of him. He could be a piece that develops and grow with your team, right? Why not? They're young. It's not like he's in 6 years in anything like that. The kid's very young right now, so he's only in his second season. In my opinion, you could go for it with them, but if you're trying to build this team as a whole, if you look at, like, all right, if I'm Coach Mike, right, what I would do is I'm gonna look at my team as a whole right now. Where we at? What pieces I got offensively and defensively? Can Jonathan Taylor improve my team by being on the team, or can he improve my team by going somewhere else and giving us more capital? And that would be the question that they will have to ask themselves to figure out what they want to do over here. The good thing is this. Ain't this a good situation to be into? You draft a rookie running back. You get him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what round they drafted Joey Dye in. But they get a good running back on Superstar. He goes up to an X Factor. He's showing you he's better than what he was even when you drafted him. So you got a piece that you can rely on, right? That can make your chessboard a little better, make it bigger, make you better vision your next move even better, knowing you got a piece like Jonathan Taylor to dangle out there like that. So I love it. I love the situation they in.
He was a 5th round pick, bro.
5th round pick. You always get that. I mean, look, man. You got Hall of Famers in that's in the Hall of Fame right now that came out in the 5th and 6th round, man. What was the running back over there for the Broncos that rushed for 2,000 yards 2 years in a row when they won 2 Super Bowls? TD. 6th round pick, right? Look at old man Tom Brady. He was a 5th round pick, right? So you can get gems in the 5th round right now, and they found a really good back in the 5th round. The fact that he fell to the 5th round was even mind-boggling on his own. All right, so let's get back to the stats and look over it. Curtis Samuel had a breakout day. 12 catches, 218 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Man, listen.
Stuck on a D tackle.
Did Doolittle find his favorite target over here with the Curtis Samuels?
He's definitely because we played the football team early in the year, and they definitely target him. They look for him to stretch the field and to bring some of the other wide receivers underneath. So they will definitely challenge you vertically with Curtis Samuels.
Right, I like it. Anytime you get a rookie quarterback to start the lock in, he get chemistry with a guy early. That's a recipe for success. Curtis Samuels ain't 5 years in, this guy shouldn't go anywhere. Terry McLaurin ain't bad either. 3 for 81, 1 touchdown. Antonio Gibson out the backfield had a touchdown. Michael Pittman 3 catches, 51 yards, 1 touchdown. Now we didn't see too much from young Tatum, 3 for 31. He's kind of cooling off. He was hot early, kind of cooling off, but you expect that out of a rookie right now, man. All right, so that was game 1. As you can see, it was a 56-17 win for the football team. Rams and Falcons played late today, 38-28 right now. Atlanta Falcons needed a win big time right now. I don't know if they was undefeated. I don't know if they had a win at all this season. All right, it's time to meet these guys. Fucking our whole podcast up. Say that again. Motley? Who's Motley?
Marion Motley, halfback. Go look at him.
Oh, the big back over there. Ooh, that's a big. Oh my God, the big back. Yeah. Sheesh, the big back over there. I like that.
Colts might be keeping the 1-2 punch with Jonathan Taylor.
All right, so here we go. We're hearing it from a coach source. Not only a coach source, it's the coach. Jonathan Taylor doesn't look like he's getting moved at all. He's look like he's going to be a coach from to help this team develop and grow. Again, I said you couldn't go wrong either way you decided it. They also drafted another running back in this draft late, a big power back that really can do justice for anybody that get him, man. You see, guys are leaning on big running backs right now that can fall forward, get you 4 yards a pop. Right now, you got a guy over there sitting there just waiting for an offense to use him right now. So that's a situation right now.
Just recent, bro.
We like that. All right, so Rams, Falcons, Guns. I need the records of these two guys right now, man. Both of these guys are, trying to figure it out over there. Especially the Falcons, they went ham in the draft and got a whole bunch of their rookie picks they had are playing this year right now. We broke the Falcons team down on paper and what they look like, man. They look like a team that's like, oh my God. If I was a new user and the Falcons left the league and I was coming in and this was the team he was giving me, I would be excited about that team, seeing the pieces that they got over there.
Well, before the game started, they both just had one win each.
All right, so we had one team.
So now the Falcons are sitting at 2-5 and the Rams are sitting at 1-6.
All right, we got to go see. We had a young quarterback, and then we also got Tyler Huntley starting over here for these guys. He had a 56.9, 196 through 3 interceptions in this game. Listen, Sidney Cake, 133.7 QB rate, 258. This guy threw a touchdown. I'm more impressed with that the fact that he didn't throw an interception this game. Is he starting to figure it out?
It seems that way, but I know that the the Rams like to run a lot of zone, so they will leave a lot of things underneath. But hopefully this was teaching the offense, to play to their strengths. Don't try to force. Because I did watch one of his games, and it seemed like a lot of those passes he forced them into coverage, and would let another guy that was running free. I don't know if it was scenario games, why he was forcing it. That part I can't answer, but I definitely like what I'm hearing. No INTs for the young Ricky, and looks like he got a rhythm.
Yeah, he's gonna be a dog. We know that. We talked about his IQ, how intelligent he is. He's going to be a dog. And if this is the starter game that gets him to turn that corner, I'm high on this. I like this. 258, 1 touchdown, no INTs. I can live with that. In the run game, and here we starting to get what we thought we would get now. Deion McCoy, the 6'2", 240 back, the big power back. 24 carries, bro. Is this the most carries he's had in the season, in the game so far? 24, 216 yards, 9 yards a carry, 4 touchdowns. As you can see, those big backs are a problem, especially Madden 22 this, where the running backs, it's hard to tackle running backs for losses and things like that. But when you get a big guy like this going on 24 carries, you're going to get 216 yards. It looked like he was unstoppable in this game, almost 10 yards a carry.
Ooh, Lord, 10 yards.
4 rushing touchdowns, too. And we talking about two. Listen, man. This kid is 240 pounds, bro. 6'2", one of the bigger backs in the league right now. This is like Derrick Henry 2.0 right now. 4 touchdowns, bro. 5 broken tackles in this game right now, bro. He was balling. He put it on him. And then Cam Akers, the little back over here, saying not so fast, my friend. 16 for 129, and he had 3 rushing touchdowns. So this was a running football game. This game, and I like to see what I'm seeing right now. Tutu Atwell had a touchdown, 100 yards. Kyle Pitts had 100 yards and a touchdown as well in this game. Shout out to Coach DC44, for pulling out the dub by 10. Then you get to the 49ers Chiefs. This game was Sim. The 49ers were winning this 26-3 before it dropped. Seahawks Panthers didn't get played. Saints Lions 25-35. Let's get into this game right now. Is the Detroit Lions for real this year, bro?
They're definitely going to be a thorn to any team that they're playing. I don't know that this team is ready to make a run as of yet.
They making a run, though.
They are coming on fast. I mean, I'm talking about a deep run in the playoffs. Right, I don't know if they're battle tested. I know right now in the regular season, they're rocking. They're hitting on all cylinders. I would like to see them, continue to make this push, get into the playoffs and establish themselves as new kids on the block.
Right. Listen, man, Freddie Minor from Michigan, he had the worst start to his career any rookie quarterback could possibly have. That first week, we had 2 quarterbacks that had 20 ratings, 22 and 23. This guy was one of them. But since that game, he's turned it around. He's been out there playing at a high level right now. Both the quarterbacks. Now, GETA Styles on the flip side as the #1 quarterback in the draft, been playing like the #1 quarterback in the draft. You really can't say nothing bad about this kid. 451. Minor, they was going at it. The battle with 2 rookie quarterbacks going at it. 451, 329. Both of them had 3 touchdowns. Both of them threw 2 picks. GETA was sacked 3 times. Minor was sacked once. And the run game, DeAndre Swift is showing off this year. 19 carries, 149 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. And let's look at the receivers. Obviously, Byron Kitchens' name. Listen, man, this guy is literally unstoppable right now. Byron Kitchens, you played with him in the dummy league, so you know what type of player this guy is at receiver. Absolutely. And this was the guy that everybody's scouts told their team to go look at. Byron Kitchens right here. 7 catches, 265 yards, 2 touchdowns. 38 yards a catch right now, bro. Is he flinging that thing to this guy?
Yeah, he is. So it looks like that's what he's taking his deep shots with, and with that, and with his combination of speed, and his height and his jumping ability, he's definitely out there mossing people right now.
Man, he's the new Moss of the league right now, boy. Oh my God, he's the new Moss of the league right now. Blake Powell have 8 catches for 130 yards and a touchdown as well. Tight end had a touchdown. Hawkinson, you go down here to Frank McCain, the other rookie receiver they drafted from Miami, had a touchdown. And DeAndre Swift caught a pass off the backfoot as well over here. The Detroit Lions are moving on up. They just keep winning right now, man. That's their, you know what I mean? They just winning right now. They right outside the top 10 as well, too. Patriots and Jaguars didn't play 24-21. And the game of games right now, let's get into it. Ain't this the game these guys that's on the chat, the Boone Nets that's on right now waiting for us to talk about? Well, we great talk about it right now. Let's get into it right now. Hey man, this is a divisional rival, and it's probably the best rival on now. I want to say, is this the best rival that we got in the league right now? With the NFC East playing the way they playing right now, is this Cleveland Browns Baltimore rivalry the best rival we have in the league right now?
It still is. It still is, because it seems like even though the NFC East, you know, they're in a lot of battles, there's not. It seems like it's friendly. You know, versus the AFC North, there's a little bit more aggression. There's a little bit more, you know, underlying things going on behind that rivalry.
Man, yeah, this is a love-hate rival right here, man. Two coaches that fuck with each other heavy and can't stand each other at the same time. I mean, you just gotta talk about what's in stake. Boone is the ultimate Ravens fan. Usually, you know, nobody else gets to play with the Ravens but Boone. I'm playing with his team right now. That he doesn't like that. That's one thing. So, you know, Lamar Killer. That's what his title is in the chat. And then you got the whole issue of us two fighting for supremacy. Who's the best? Who's the better player? Like, right? And you know, this game means a lot. So it's going to mean a lot to both of us when we play it, and we dig in and we try to see who does what right now. Right now, I would say what is it? 3-2 right now. Yep, 3-2. No, 2-2 right now. We played 4 times. We played twice in the regular season, once in playoffs, and then once this year. Yep, 2-2 record. We both at 2-2 right now. 500 in the building right now. Let's dig into the numbers of this game. 39-20, bro. We can look at everything, right? You start with the box score, and you look at 338 yards to 301. You look at 196 rushing yards to 153. You look at 142 in the passing game to 148. You look at 19 first downs to 15. 421 total yards to 314. And the Browns won the turnover battle. They turned the ball over once. The Ravens turned it over 3 times. You come all the way down to time of possession. The Browns had the ball for 20 minutes. The Ravens had it for 11:53. Get into player personnel and stats and what happened in this game right now. Lamar Jackson, 107.7, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. He was sacked 4 times, though. That Cleveland Brown, they invested in their front 4 on defense, and it paid off. They got to the quarterback 4 times. Baker Mayfield had a 92.9 QB rating, 149. 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He was only sacked 1 time in this game. This game was the 3rd quarter victory. Right before the 3rd quarter, you had kid Schwartz made a hell of a catch to get them a field goal to make them go up 24-20, and then they took 6 minutes off the quarter, and they got the ball at halftime, and took 6 minutes off the game clock in a possession where Nick Chubb dominated the game from 3rd quarter on. Guns, did you watch this game at all?
No, I did. I saw the game up until the 4th quarter. That's when I had my my little episode. So I was able to see the game, at least a majority of it.
All right. So my thing is this: when you got a guy like Nick Chubb, at the end of the day, you playing somebody that. So we gotta. This is my opinion, not my facts. This is my opinion. This is what I think. When you playing a guy that you know is a good player, and you plan to win that ball game, you got to get the best player on your team the ball, right? Would you feel the same way when
Absolutely.
you get your best player the ball, right? So we could talk all the shit we want about how many carries the guy had, you know what I'm saying, or guys running the ball and they really ass, but they're just running the ball because the game allowed them to run the ball. We could say anything we want. At the end of the day, to get a win, you got to get the guys the football that can get you the win. Simple as that. So I have, you know,
Absolutely.
when you lose, you mad, but when you get 24 hours to relax and talk about things. 37 carries, 196 yards. I said this to him, I said it, and I'll keep saying it. If you're going to beat me, that's how you're going to do it, right there with Nick Chubb. And he showed that last night. He literally, come on, bro. Who takes and put a 16-play drive together, all Nick Chubb, and give us one possession in the third quarter and one possession in the fourth quarter. My question is, can the Browns do this game in and game out? Like, can they use the best running back in the league is sitting on this Browns team, but he's only utilized in games where he needs him at. So let's talk about it, what I mean by that. Because Nick Chubb doesn't get the ball the way he should get the ball. If he did, he would have the numbers that those other backs got up there, right? So look, Guns, we've been talking about top running backs today, and we talked about Ezekiel Elliott, we talked about J.K. Dobbins, we talked about Ronald Jones, and we talked about Saquon Barkley. But not one time did we mention Nick Chubb, right? And it's because of the person that's using him right now, right? Because if Nick Chubb had the carries or had the the production, he would have the production that these running backs have if he had the carries, right? And you got some of these guys that are carrying the ball 30 times a game. If he gave Nick Chubb the ball 30 times a game, he would be up there with 1,300 yards, 14, might possibly more yards rushing than them right now, right? But the production ain't there, right? And here's what I say. The production in Nick Chubb is only present when the Browns is playing somebody that they feel like they can't beat. They have to beat them. Simple as that. All right. Again, I'm speaking my opinion. He's on. He can cut in and say whatever he want when he want to say it. But we're gonna talk facts right now, right? So my opinion is going to be met with facts right now. All right. So he doesn't. I'm not going to count the Bills game because that was the first win, right? So then we get into the Dolphins game. Now, Guns, before I say anything or show stats or show anything, do you feel as though the Dolphins played in the Super Bowl last year? Do you feel as though Coach Boone got on the game to play the Dolphins and felt as though he had to win this game because the Dolphins is a threat to him while he playing the game?
Well, I mean, I think whenever you change your style of play up, I see it as a sign of respect. When that person's on your radar and you change your game up, that's a show of respect. So I also don't have a problem with somebody that changes their game, run the ball. I mean, if Nick Chubb is their Michael Jordan, why are you gonna keep passing the ball?
You'd be an idiot not to use him, right? So again, once you calm down from a loss, you start speaking fact. So again, is the Dolphins a game where he feel like he needs Nick Chubb, or do he feel like he can win it without him?
He's gonna. I think he's gonna go by the tempo of the game because of course he's gonna go out there. He's first of all he's gonna try to air. Because he also has, some wide receivers. He has, tight ends and stuff that he wants to get involved in the game. If the game starts getting tight, he will eventually, go to his Michael Jordan.
All right, I don't think he respects the Dolphins, and I think if he's listening or he's in chat with us right now, he'll tell you himself he don't respect the Dolphins. He don't give a fuck that the Dolphins made it to the Super Bowl. Here's why. Jim Brown was his running back through the first 3 games. I didn't show the first 2 because they were computer games, but Jim Brown, 16 carries, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns, right? You don't see a Nick Chubb sighting in that game. All right, we come down to Steelers. He had a forced win there. That was a computer game. He plays Nano. Do he respect Nano enough to make Nick Chubb the centerpiece of his game?
No.
You don't think he does?
I think he should, but
I think he does.
I know.
13 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown. I think he does. Now, they played in a monsoon game, so a lot of things, the weather played a big element in that game, but he gave him 13 carries. So, Nano, I don't think he look at him as an elite player, but he respects him enough because he knows Nano going to run the ball game long against him, so he know he got to play control football in that sense as well, right? But then he plays the Falcons and put up 91 on the Falcons right now. Do Nick Chubb touch the ball in this game?
Not a lot, because I was watching the game, and the Falcons were turning the ball over
so much that he could do whatever he want, right?
Yeah, he just did whatever he wanted.
Right, but Nick Chubb touched the ball 3 times in this game. Why? Because you don't need him, because you're playing a person that you don't respect, and you know you can do it. You can run your complete offense that you really like to run against him. You go up against Mike. He didn't expect a 24-17 game out of Mike. Was Nick Chubb the focal point of this game?
I was actually on headset. I didn't get a chance to watch that game, so I do not know.
All right, I did. I watched the entire game right now. Nick Chubb touched the ball 11 times in this game, 47 yards, right? But he still was able to play. If you go look at the receiving stats, he was still able to play his type of game, right? All right, so he got into a fight. He don't respect. No disrespect to Mike and not like that, but he don't respect Mike to have to alter what Boone really like to do and want to do, right? He's explosive. What he likes to do, right? And he's not going to go away from that. It's the one thing we always loved about the way he played is he has the Boom Cat offense. That's his style of play, and the fact that he doesn't go away from that is what we love about him. But a good coach has the sense to do what they got to do to win games. Would you say that? Would you say all great coaches know to do what they got to do to win a game?
Absolutely.
All right, so we come off the Colts game, we get to this Ravens game, and it goes up to production of Nick Chubb, goes up to 37 carries in this game, right? And got the dub, 19-point win in this game, 37 carries, 196 yards, 5.33 rushing touchdowns. So I go back to saying this: if Nick Chubb carried the ball like some of the top running backs that we call top running backs in the league, Nick Chubb, I know if was the fifth, but Nick Chubb could possibly be talked about as the best running back in the league.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, because if you look at him, he should be the best back in the league, or at least one of the best backs in the league. He's got all the tools.
Right. Falk made a comment last night, bro. I don't know how you ain't make it to the Super Bowl with Nick Chubb on your team. And I think Boone fights with himself because he don't want to play like this. This is not what he want to play. Would you say he was into getting this win last night more than anything else?
Oh, absolutely, because you know, you were both playing for the division.
Right.
You know, playing for division lead, so there's a lot more on the line than just a regular game.
Right. All right, so let me ask you this, man. We got to go back to, we know what he liked to do on offense, right? How impressed was you that second half? First of all, the awareness of him to, you know, take a turnover that I gave him and, you know, make a big play and get the field goal right before halftime to take yourself up by 4 points, 24-20. But then the awareness to come out of the second half and start the game off getting ball first and literally drain the entire third quarter. How important was that drive?
It's all about momentum. All of us players that are intimate or that knows about Madden, you know how big momentum is. So you were able to grab some momentum, and then you actually were able to come back and build off of that. And we all know that that when it comes to playing Madden, when you have the momentum, you got to fight against your opponent and you got to fight Madden.
Right. And for him to put a 14-play drive, controlled drive together, and take off 5 minutes and 17 seconds off the play clock, literally swung that momentum, because he actually took some of the momentum getting that field goal right before halftime. But he completely controlled the momentum with that drive. Let me see if I can get him on real fast. Yo, it's Boom, you still in chat? Yo, Booney.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
There you go.
All right, so we talking about just your third quarter drive. That third quarter drive that kind of really put the game away. Just give me your mindset into that drive. Why was it important for you to go put a drive together like that, where you completely dominated the drive, dominated the time of possession in that drive, and you know, gave us the ball back with 2 minutes left in the third quarter?
You talking about the kickoff when I got the ball second half?
Yeah, second half. That first drive you had.
Man, like I said, man, the momentum, man, off me pretty much getting that field goal before halftime.
Right.
I think caught that pass on the sideline when he should have been out, but I think you got tackled him, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, me getting that field goal, man, and getting the ball back. I knew I had to go down there and score. I felt like if I went down and score, you know what I mean, I could put pressure on you.
Right. Right.
But like I said, man, you threw me off throwing the ball. You can't not pass it. So
Right. Our game plan was that we had to get 200. We had to get 150 and 100 with two different receivers to get breakout messages. Our game plan was to try to get that early on you, and then be able to play a football game with you. Like if you notice, I came out striking early. I was trying to get it. If I could still. My thing was, you see me kneel down every kick return. I was looking for a one-play tutty twice. If I can do that with Hollywood Brown, catch you sleeping on a one-play tutty twice, that's my 150 right there. And then I could play the game and throw drags and even jet sweeps and shit with the young rookie to get his 100 yards. That was my game plan. And then that third quarter drive completely crushed all that out the door, threw that shit right out the window. And to your credit, you didn't even know I was fighting for breakouts until after the game. So that was just you being you. But my question to you is, do you feel as though Nick Chubb is the best running back in the league?
I think he is, man. I think he's just the best running back on a system that's, not for him.
Right. And your production with Nick Chubb goes up and down. I was saying it depends on who you play. Is going to determine what type of production Nick Chubb is going to have. If you're not playing somebody you don't respect, Nick Chubb not going to be the focal point of your offense. But if you are playing somebody you respect, you're going to make sure to get the win. You're going to make sure Nick Chubb's a part of your offense. Am I wrong for saying that?
Kinda, but not really. You know what I mean?
Kinda. All right. So why?
Yeah.
So why in all the games that you know you can win that he don't have no stats?
Well, so I started the rookie because I want to build him. Nick Chubb already built, right? So I can't really build him up no more.
Right.
So whenever injury's on, and then in the season, man, and he get injured, I don't want to play this rookie that he's not traded away from Kareem Hunt.
Right.
Okay, so I'm trying to get him carried early. But Nick Chubb, he get carries like when I need a first down or tough yards, but I don't gotta build him. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to get MVP with him. That's not something that I'm looking at. So I only use him when I need him.
So, all right, and in the sense of that, in our game, why did Jerome Brown touch the ball 3 times, and he's been carrying the ball 11 to 12 times a game in all the games outside of that game?
So I wanted to actually use him in a different role. If you remember the game, he probably caught all of my passes out of the backfield. So he was my receiving back that game. So yeah, definitely had
4 catches for 46 yards and a touchdown out of the game. He was very, very important to you in the passing game, especially with us sending all 4 linebackers the whole second half. 4 catches for 46 yards. So all right. So what you're saying is he wasn't in the running game plan for you. He was more in the passing game for you this game. So it's a game by game choice by you, not who you playing. It's just your choice of game by game.
Yeah, man. And plus, man, remember last year, Oway, man. We had to goddamn put somebody in. I don't think Jim Brown ready for him yet. So.
I feel you. Understanding the player and the personnel that's on the field of your opponent as well means something to you too. Knowing things. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm inside your head right now, knowing getting how you think, and you showing us you dig deep a little bit. You're not just out here playing games. You understand what you're doing against who you playing. So that was a big game though. But the impressive drive of that 14-play drive. After that drive was over, did you feel like, all right, at this point the game is in control now?
Yeah. I felt that way because I knew you couldn't run. Like, even if you wanted to run, you couldn't run because I was up, a couple of scores.
Right.
So I know you came out passing the ball, but I know you want to run the ball. You can pass, but I knew that if I could just sit back and send my guys at you, I had a good chance to keep everything in front of me.
No doubt, big time game. What do the Browns do to build off of this? Knowing that you can sit back and throw the ball around the park and run your boom catch system all day, and also knowing that you got a guy that can carry the ball 37 times in a clip at any time to get you a win. How do you move forward with this information?
Man, we go put about 60 on the Steelers. You know what I mean? And then,
oh my God.
Man, we just keep the momentum, man. Like, that's all like I said, man. Just keep the momentum. That's it. keep going forward, man. Try to win this division.
All right, so my last question for you before we get off of this game, we let you go is, Anthony Sports is up in the top 2 and yards and possession. I mean, and catches and things like that, and touchdowns as well. Make a case that he's the top 5 elite receiver in the league.
Man, I could, man. I say top 10, top 15, man. We gotta think you got Odell over there. You got a whole host of receivers over there, man, that complement each other, man. So I can't just put him in the top 10, top 5 yet, man, until he actually plays the game.
But from year 1 to year 2, the growth spurt, and how you utilizing him more this year than last year, and at this point he is the number 1 receiver on your team as far as production wise right now. Why is his number being called more than a guy like Odell Beckham?
Man, speed, man. Speed kills. Right. And then, me, I go scout teams, man. So when I look at that, I look at mismatches, man. And that's what I take advantage of, man. So that's all it is, man. Just the mismatches.
Yeah, man, I think you in a situation. All right, here go another question. I got you. We didn't get to ask you this question. Why was it important for you to attack the defensive line as well as you did when you already had a top D line? Just with the DNs, to put those 2 D tackles on the field. Like, what was your thought process in this year's draft? Because look at your defensive end, Garrett. His production is high right now. And I think at this point his production is higher than it was last year. Why was it important to go get mountains of D tackles in the middle of the field like that?
I think you could have a healthy D line, man. It pretty much works wonders for your linebackers. Last year, our linebackers was kind of trash. So if you have to double team our linebackers, man, that means you opening a holes for our linebackers to flow through.
No doubt. No doubt. All right, so walk us through the game. You said you were surprised early on that the Ravens was throwing the ball early in this game. Just walk us through the through your mentality of the game. We go up 7-0. A quick score. I always say this: I'm not scared of a guy that strike fast on a big play. I'm scared of a guy that could do what you did, which is put a 14-play drive together. All right, so we came out, we struck fast, and we got you to turn the ball over and was driving in the red zone. How important was Lamar fumbling and you scooping scoring with Denzel Ward to turn? Do you feel like that was did that turn the game around?
In the first half, yeah, it turned the game around. I think that pick, man, we fought real quick, and then, but yeah, that pick, man, that I threw with Baker, man, I think that turned the game around because that was. From that point, I wasn't throwing the ball crazy anymore.
Right.
So, man,
it made you realize. It made you realize this ain't going. It's windy. Remember, we played in a monsoon as well. It was one of them big rain games too that made you feel like, all right, you know what? He's gonna be inaccurate today. It's time to rely on the big kid Nick Chubb right now. Because after that scoop and score for the next 14 points or the next 13 points, we went back and forth. You score, I scored. You score, I scored. We went back and forth, and then we missed the extra point. And then right before halftime, I think you made a pick and then made a big play with Schwartz to get to that field goal to go up 24-20. If you go back to the first half and evaluate your first half plan, going into halftime, what type of conversation you having amongst your team and prepping for how you attack the second half? Because you definitely came out in the second half with a run-first mentality on offense.
Man, the main thing was just to control the clock, man, to control the ball, no turnovers, and pretty much, man, let you try to make all the mistakes.
Right, no doubt. No doubt. All right, so your team is back on top of the division right now with that win. What do you have to do to maintain that? Like we both got teams we got to play. You got a divisional game. I got the Falcons, and then we come right back off the bye week. Then we come back week 10, I think it is, or week 11, and play each other again. What do you do to continue to win this division?
Man, just limit turnovers. My running back, they normally don't fumble, but Baker Mayfield, he throw the ball around inconsistently, man. Well, she consistently throwing picks, but I just gotta limit the turnovers, man, that Baker Mayfield throws. I try to get him out of here, man, but nobody wants him, so I'm trying to rock with him.
So that's the next question. Do you feel as though Baker Mayfield is holding your offense back?
Yeah, but we just gotta cater it to him, man, and put him in situations to succeed. You know what I mean? Like that's more so on the coach than the player. You know what I mean? You can blame it on the player, all you want to, but it's really the coach.
Scheming his weaknesses, protecting his weaknesses, and scheming his strengths. Is the main thing to do. I feel you on that. Definitely feel you on that. All right, here's another question for you. You've played Lamar 4 times already, and in those 4 games, you've yet to have to deal with Lamar as a run threat. I heard you last night 2 games straight. You picked hold Lamar under 75 yards rushing, and it's easy to pick that when you know he ain't going to be running the ball. Do you still fear the fact that he has that presence, that he can still do it? And is there a certain reason why you feel like that we're not doing it against you, where we're using his legs as much?
I don't know why you're not doing it against me, but I game plan for it because I would rather you beat me passing, because anything can happen, drop balls, But when Lamar get out in the open field, man, make one move and make one man miss, he get to the house. You know what I mean? Once he get to the outside, so I'd rather you take the chance with you throwing the ball than running the ball with Lamar. Even though, controlled running, because he ran with Lamar and he fumbled, but but that was him getting out of the pocket.
Right.
Those design runs, you know what I mean? That's
different
hard
game.
to stop.
Yeah. So pretty much what you're saying is you gonna always prepare for what he can do with his feet. Period. You're never gonna be a guy to be like, all right, you know what? I done played him 4 times. This guy he's looking to throw the ball from the pocket. He ain't running with Lamar. I'm not worrying about Lamar running at all. That'd be stupid to do. You got.
I'm looking to stop the run first.
Stop run first. Got you. You got a young running back that actually averaged 9.5 yards a carry, but only touched the ball 8 times. The Baltimore Ravens got rid of the running back from last year that played pretty well against you both the games, all 3 of the games y'all played last year. To this new rookie running back, do you feel as though this is a guy you gonna have to start the prep for?
Yeah, no, definitely, man. With 230, man. That's probably another reason why we went and got those bigger guys in the middle, man. Run stoppers to prepare for these Ravens and their running game. He 8 carries. I think if you give him fucking 8 more carries, man, he probably win his game. Shit.
And you know what's crazy though, Boone? We always talk about this, bro. We talk about you got to build for your division to win outside of your division. So we go back to you seen in the 2nd round I picked the running back, right? Obviously you paid attention to that, and it made you attack that, right? How important it is to be able to build for what you have to see 2 times a year. First, guys just picking up pieces to be picking them up because they look sexy and all that. But how important was you to get those pieces to counter what the Ravens got, or even the Steelers, or even the Bengals?
Yeah, man, playing each other 2 times a year, man. It's actually good, man, because you see your weaknesses, right? Because you game planning and you drafting to exploit, the other team's weaknesses, and the other team, they drafting to, cover up weaknesses. So it actually helps, So like Super Bowl, not playoff, but Super Bowl, or going against the NFC, because they don't play us that often.
Right.
So our weaknesses become our strengths. And then I feel like we become unstoppable, honestly. But
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, the same way I put my draft together, like I go inside the division first, and then we come outside of the division. And I want to, you want to fix your holes on what happened to you all year. Like, I missed the AFC to go into the Super Bowl because of a guy with speed at receiver and Jalen Waddle. Well, I had to fix that situation, period, because not only did we have that guy, you also had Schwartz over there with all that speed at receiver, Jamar Chase with all that speed at receiver in our division. So you got to attack your division at the same time, be thinking about what you're going to do outside of the division right now too. All right, you guys fell short in a wild card round last year. What are these Browns' statement this year? And going farther than what they did last year, what's your biggest statement to the entire league?
Oh man, we here this year, man. We gonna be here. We're gonna play all our games. I'm not giving up a forced win, to nobody, because I think that's why my niggas be tired of shit.
Yeah.
Playoff game. But yeah, no, we ready, man. We know we can play with anybody in this league, man. Honestly, just gotta show it.
I'll show up and show it. All right, man. Listen, that game is always going to be a blockbuster. Do you feel like this is the biggest rival in the league?
Oh yeah, man. We got the best division in the league, like hands down.
So
man,
you willing to say best division over top of the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Giants,
man, listen, if you go
and the
look
football
at,
team?
Yeah, bet. If you're talking about talent wise, and I ain't saying I'm the best in the fucking game or not, but I feel like we're the best at what we do, because I think that each person is different. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think like Circle Ball, he bring his own little fucking bullshit ass fucking scheme. I mean, you got your scheme, and I do my thing. I mean, I'm like a wild card though.
I think the Steelers kill us a little because he's inconsistent on playing.
Yep, because I'm looking for his ass now.
The fuck that nigga at, right? He inconsistent on playing. I think as a whole, all four of those guys in the NFC, I think that's the reason why I would give them the better division right now, because all four of those guys are active. You got to think about it. We know what Circle Ball can do, but he didn't play a game last year. He tank mode. Now the Steelers was active because he was winning last year. You know, it's a big difference. Talk about that, Boone. Why doesn't energy stay the same, bro, win or lose? And why is it hard for guys to, you know, keep that same energy? I mean, you seen guys winning last year and winning big and winning games and going far, and they were always in the chat talking and always this and that, and them, you know, some of them guys ain't doing that right now, and they hitting me for interviews, all that shit. They ain't doing that now. You know, one season change, and then they not, you know, on top of their shit game wise right now, and they know where they whistling.
I don't know, dog. You need to hit him up, DM him, man. Get him back on here, because I know the Steelers. Sam Mack, man, was on this big calling me ass on the interview. Like,
calling me for an interview, bro. Let's go. Can I get an interview?
Damn. The motherfucker paid you to get on. Like, the fuck? Shit crazy. But he ain't know what to be fine now, though.
But why is it hard for those saying like me as a player, bro? I don't get over a loss. I think my way. All right, let me ask you this: we play in a league where we competitive as fuck right now. So for a guy to act like they don't care if they lose a game, now we got guys in the league that really don't give a fuck. They just plan to have fun. They enjoy playing in the league. They enjoy the social, you know, the social network we got in our league. So they play their games and stuff, but they don't care if they win or lose, right? I mean, obviously everybody want to win, but if they lose, they don't take it hard. But you know, the guys that's competitive, we take a loss hard. We all deal with it in different ways. So how do you deal with losses?
Man, I think it's a lot easier, man. This Madden, and this is just real talk, right? This Madden is easier for me to take a loss and not really care about it, for the simple fact that, honestly, this might be my last season playing. Right? I don't know. I'm getting ready to go over there. Because
of the military, right? I get it. Yeah.
So I'm getting ready to go over there. So shit, you know, December. Let's we get 2 seasons in before the middle of December. You know what I mean?
Right.
But so it's easier for me because I'm not on YouTube. I'm not fucking checking out new plays. Pretty much the plays that I run are the plays from last year.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm not actually putting the time in to actually get better in this game because fuck, I'm only getting like 3 months of this game, and then when I come back, fucking 22 gonna be out. I mean 23 gonna be out.
Right. Well, we hoping you over there in Africa with some Wi-Fi, so we good. Play some games over that motherfucker. Nano got the high deck shit right now. He ain't trying to hear that. Oh my god.
Whatever. But yeah, so but nah, man, you always want to win. But you know, man, you fought. I would say Nano, but I get up to play certain people, man. So other people I disrespect because they ass. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel, man. Like, I don't know, it ain't nothing that nobody can say. Fucking coach 404, whatever his name is, he could have beat me by 30, and I'll still be screaming ass. Cause you know everybody can win on any given Sunday, any given day, but I just know certain play styles, you know what I mean, that I have trouble with.
Right.
It's only like 4 or 5 people in the league that got that type of play style that I would struggle with.
No doubt. Me personally, the way I get over a loss is talking about it and then playing my next game. I mean, as a commissioner, I can't get off the game and be like, just take some time to debrief and get back on when we advance. I gotta be here. So the way I deal with it is I talk about it. I talk to guys that I talk to every day about the game. So I talk about my loss, and then I get over it by playing the next one and winning, and hopefully winning that next win to move forward from it. But what do you say? What do you say to the guys that, you know, they heavy in competition? You could tell how they act in the chat. They care about winning and losing, but then when they lose, they don't care. They act like they don't care. Oh, it's only a game. What do you say to those guys?
Oh man, they fucking well, you talking about the fraud niggas, right? Hey man, shit, my nigga Nigel be like that though. Nah, my nigga Nigel care. That nigga care 100%. That shit crazy.
Nigel talk to his players. He give a fuck.
Yeah.
That nigga having meetings with players and shit, bro. He give a fuck. I need to talk to John Ross right now. He blowing my shit.
Yeah. That shit, bro. I don't know, man. That shit. I don't know what to say to him, man, because half time the niggas that be getting mad, they supposed to lose anyways. You know what I mean? Swear they supposed to win games and straight hop off the headset without saying shit. When they fucking got that lose, they were projected to win.
Man, the consistency of the league, though, do you feel like as a whole the league has gotten better competition wise?
Oh no, definitely, man. My nigga Mike, man, that nigga start running that fucking ball. That nigga used to throw the ball all over and throw 50 picks. He running that shit consistently though, so that motherfucker definitely got better.
What do you say to the guys that come join our league and they just hop on and play their games? How much of our league they actually missing?
Ah man, shit, you missing at least I think playing the game is maybe 40% of it.
Right.
40%.
Shit, I would even go as far as saying somewhere between 25 and 30.
I was thinking that, but I'm gonna go ahead and say 40. You know what I mean? Because everything else is listening to the real talks. You know what I mean? Hearing the little, the gems that y'all throw out in the real talks. You know what I mean? That niggas actually listen to. So for people that just join the league, if you ain't listening to the real talks and picking up on those gems, those hints, especially for draft players in the draft, you know what I mean, moving. Oh, I think you should. This dude should move this dude to safety, man, because he meet the requirements. If you ain't listening to that, man, you fucking crazy.
I think we always say if you ain't intimate with your team, you're not gonna win in our leagues. Boom, boom. You've been an original member since day one. One of my first original members since day one. And you've seen the growth. You've seen where we came from to where we went, and how important is it to really be intimate with your team? You have to know. I was making fun of Max, but that's the right way to be. To really look at your players like they real life guys, and you really managing a real team. How important is that for your survival in my league? Well, our league.
That shit. Fucking detrimental, man. If you don't do it, I don't know, man. You start to fade away, man. You start to fade away. You start not being interested in the game because you're losing. But those guys that are intimate with their teams, even when they lose, they still stay dialed in, locked into the real talks. You know what I mean? Just being on the game, and it's not so much about winning or losing. It's about building the team.
Right.
And once they make it about building the team and not wins or losses, I think that's when they really win.
Yeah, yep, big time. And then you got the situation like you said. You're building the team is everything because you got to better keep up with the Joneses at the end of the day. And I was saying this, I said this in the chat earlier. I've gave everybody a practice squad player. I put a gift on all 32 teams, and we still got about 8-9 fucking players sitting on practice squad right now. That engagement, that part, and those guys would be the same guys that ask me for cap help. Ask me why I can't compete now, I can't do this and can't do that. When do it become their fault and not us as commissioners and us as players that do give a fuck and pay attention and get the players and keep where the rich get richer because the other guys ain't doing what they're supposed to do? When does that become something that these guys need to take in and understand that it's their fault?
Oh no, it's always gonna be their fault, man, if they're not paying attention, man. See, even me, man, I fucking had a sorry ass kicker. On my team missing 40-yard field goal. You know what I mean? Not paying attention, so I had to go on a free agency and pick up a done kicker. You know what I mean? So it's always the user, the coach's fault, man, when they're not paying attention to their team. You cannot just hop on the sticks and do your practice and just play. They already kind of fucked us, because we took practice away. So,
right.
Like, you only have shit else to do once you play your game, man. You can't
Right,
practice.
it's almost like, yeah, and we go through it every night on chat. Niggas be mad as hell. There's only one person don't give a fuck, and that's Craig. Everybody else be mad as hell. They can't go to practice after they play their games and shit. I don't understand why they took that away from us, but again, that's some EA shit right now. Boom, you came off that first draft. We did things different, bro. We took away, you know, the rich getting richer by taking away getting double first, double seconds, 3/3, 3 set all the way to the 7th round, and we took that away and only 1 first, 1 second. You was in the draft from rounds 1 until the end of the draft. Did you feel as though guys are starting to pick up on things, getting it, or do you think the fact that we took you know the draft pick situation away and forced guys to better you know draft their needs, or do you feel like guys just getting it now?
I think they getting it, man. They getting it, man, because like I said, most of them listening to the real talk, man. I don't know if you still be giving out them jams or not, but I'm pretty
Definitely
sure
give them out.
So, man, I think they getting it, man. But you still gonna have those players that's gonna go try to get the fastest receiver in the draft, and gonna be a fucking normal, fucking 69 overall or some shit, some weird shit. I think I seen, I think it was either the Cowboys or somebody drafted a fucking 45 overall quarterback. What the fuck was that?
No, I think that was Mike. He did it. He had to do it on purpose. That was Mike.
Like,
That shit on purpose, though. What I saw was round 1 and 2. You saw guys really attacking their knees. I would say out of 30, we didn't have all 32 on, but I would say we definitely, it was like 4 guys that didn't draft at all. A few of them only drafted a couple of rounds, and then, but we was deep. We had to, you know, our draft day usually got the attention of 90% of the league. And I would say this: I saw a lot of knees getting picked. You saw some here and there guys like questionably picking something like, well, there they go with that shit again. But like for everybody, damn near to get it right and go get what they needed. To me was impressive, right? And then now, so I asked you went and got the big D tackle with your first pick. How important was that to plug in a 6'7" D tackle the way you from picking him up? Like, why did he become your first target? Like, did something go before you? Because you picked in the 20s, but did something go before you that you had your eyes on that went before you that you couldn't get anymore? So you had to go to your next need, or was this guy your #1 target?
Well, you know, quarterback, man. It was some quarterbacks that were projected to go like early second or late second, man. That I thought would probably still be there in the second round.
Right.
Like the quarterbacks that I wanted to pick in the first round, they were already gone. Because we talked about it last time on the Real Talk about the quarterbacks that ran off, I think 8, 9, 10 or something like that.
Yeah, like back. Yep, Shogun got that shit right. Shit ran off.
Yeah. So, you know, I was going quarterback, man, but then we lost Malik Jackson and then some other D tackles into free agency. So I figured that we should build an interior line on defense.
No doubt. Then, all right, so you pick Rock Gray at D tackle. All right, one thing to look at his attributes, one thing to look at his combine numbers and his grade and all that stuff. The moment he stepped on your team and you got to look at this guy, what was your thought process?
Shit, he remind me of a faster Calais Campbell, man. And then I remember that fucking field goal block, man, that he did in real life. I like, oh shit, like, and then he like bigger than fucking damn near all the linemen damn near.
Right.
You know what I mean? But just need that big presence in the middle, man, to stop people from running inside, man, and send those guys to Clowney and Myles Garrett.
No doubt. And you doubled down. I don't know exactly what round you doubled down on, but you got the #2 D tackle on the board as well in that same draft. Just take me through that pick. Why was it important? Was it like best available player, or that was part of your scheme, what you were trying to do?
I got him 3rd round, and I think for me he was the best available player. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For what I needed. You know what I mean? Because we pick needs, we don't pick wants, right? Because it's like a wasted pick if you do that. You know, so I needed another D tackle with a little bit of speed, man, and he was there. You know, we were good on corner. I mean, we were good on everything else besides quarterback, but at that point, we didn't see a quarterback that we wanted, so take a chance on.
So is Baker Mayfield on the block, pretty much?
For the right quarterback, man. We ain't looking for picks. We ain't looking for players other than the quarterback. For the right quarterback, yeah, he on the block.
So you willing to package a package deal off with Baker Mayfield for the right quarterback?
Oh yeah, man. I tried to get him Cake, man. I tried to give up Baker, think Clowney and Greedy Williams.
And you
I
said
think
no
he
to
did.
that with Baker
Said,
Mayfield.
nah.
Oh wow.
Yep. 93 overall, 96 throw power. Like,
I mean, because at the end of the day, Baker doesn't. I mean, you might not like him; he's not your style of quarterback. But Baker is a top tier quarterback on a game. They make him good.
yeah, nah, Baker, he's solid, man. He's just not something that, you know. That, I don't rock with Baker like that.
Right. All right. Well, I appreciate you giving me this interview, man. Turned into looking at games. Stopped at the game of the week, and we talked about the league as a whole on here. And I appreciate you, man. All right, I'm gonna help find this Stiller guy for you because I got his phone number, so I'm gonna call him and get him on deck for you. And hopefully these games get played. But before we walk out of here, Guns, I need you to come to the schedule with me, and let's talk about week 9 we in right now. And dig deep a little bit. I don't think we're in week 9. We're in week 8. My bad. Let's go to the league schedule. Guns, what are the games of the week that we should be looking at in week 8 right now? Obviously, the Colts and the Eagles are on deck playing right now. You got the 49ers, Panthers, not going to, Colts, Eagles, Broncos, Titans, Packers, Cowboys, Giants, Lions, Jets, Bills, Dolphins, Bears, Vikings football team, Chiefs, Raiders, destruction and humanity, immolation of the Bears at the hands of the GOAT Tom Brady. Yeah, oh man, they went dummies. GT 500. Did we just see it? I didn't see it, but I'm quite sure I know Tom Brady went dummies over there.
We probably just missed the game of the week.
That game was over fucking. He's about real life though. He's about real life.
Yeah, I know you're talking about real life right now. Where's the game of the week at through this schedule right now? We go Colts, Eagles, Broncos, Titans, Packers, Cowboys, Giants, Lions is a good game. Both of them are winning. Both of them, I think, with 1 loss right now, or 1 and 2 losses. Jets, Bills, Dolphins, Bears, Vikings football team, Chiefs, Raiders, Bucks, Saints, Seahawks, Chargers, Falcons, Ravens, Cardinals, Patriots. Was that the game? 28-27. Cardinals pull off the dub.
Was. I mean, the Patriots had a chance to win the game. He missed the game-winning field goal.
Wow.
Kicker got ice.
And he cake mixed that shit. Sweaty palms. I mean, that's because then you look at the Browns, Steelers. Then you got to go to Texans, Jaguars. Yeah. Last year the Browns Steelers would have been a good game. Not this year. I think the game of the week got played already.
Yeah.
How important
it is?
How about this Dolphins Bears team? How important is it for the Dolphins, and will he to try to get back to the playoffs? How important is this game?
Well, I mean, this should have been the headline should have been the Super Bowl rematch.
Right.
But neither team has quite fared as well as they did at this point
last year.
So the game. So from just from that standpoint of a headliner, that particular headliner got lost. But this is still a very important game. I'm not saying it's more important for the Dolphins, but when it comes to playoff position, I think it's good on multiple fronts. Because my thing is, I don't care if I'm struggling right now. I want to send a message to you saying, hey, you may have won last year, but you're gonna have to see me again. So I think this game has double meaning. It's important for playoff position, more for the Dolphins, but he also wants to make a statement.
If the Dolphins lose this game, are they out of the playoff race?
I'm looking at the standings now. What's the AFC East? Oh, I went right by it. Oh, at 2-4, that's gonna be a deep hole to climb out of, and on top of that, you still play that first place schedule.
Haha, you playing dogs. Yo, Boone, let's talk about that. Dolphins was flying high at the end of last season after beating the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl. He said, quote unquote, man, I just want to be mentioned with the top dogs. I just want to see at the table. And I said, see at the table, you're going to have to do it consistently, right? First place schedule. Now, how important was it? He got rid of Teddy Bridgewater. We kept talking about Teddy Bridgewater needed to be signed back. He took these teams he took them to a different level. They didn't sign Teddy Bridgewater back. They playing with a rookie quarterback, and they playing a first place schedule right now, and it's showing that they playing. Everybody that's somebody you playing right now. And they sitting at 2-4 right now. What do you say to the Dolphins?
Man, I say first off, man, I don't know if I'm behind in the times, but I didn't even know he was a Super Bowl champion when I played him. I just treat him like a regular nigga though. Like
Dolphins?
Yeah, I didn't even know it.
Oh my God! So was he flying high off of one season, or or do you think that 2-4 right now? Again, you playing dogs. You played dogs last year. He was successful in some of those games, but 2-4 right now, man. It's the longevity, I would say. What do you do? How do you stay consistent? That's what it comes down to, consistency right now. So you saying you ain't even, them being in the Super Bowl last year, you didn't even notice it because you just thought you was playing an ass nigga.
Yeah, man. No, I think, man, this remind me of the Nick Foles Eagles going to the Super Bowl and winning, but they didn't win. I mean, and they haven't been anywhere since, right?
Right.
I don't see him making any noise, man, or being even competitive. Especially, I think the AFC is one of the top divisions or conferences. So, the top conference. So I don't see him. Shit, man. See, I try to be nice, man. Yeah,
I'm waiting for you to stop being nice and be yourself.
Man, listen, he has. You already know your ass. You already know your ass. Hey, listen. Yeah, man. But,
I mean, we had D West win the Super Bowl. Are you impressed that D West took the Bears to the Super Bowl year one and won it?
Yeah, you gotta be impressed, man. I can't even goddamn hate on it. You gotta be impressed with that. I don't know. That just tells me that the NFC, man, is ain't heavy nowhere, man. You just got Falk. Who else you got? And Craig. That's it.
Falk and Craig over there. That's how you feel when a guy like D West went to the Super Bowl and won it.
You know what I'm saying? He the winner, but I'm saying, like, other than nobody expected D West to go to the Super Bowl and win. Am I wrong?
Nah, I didn't. I'm hold you. I didn't. I thought it was wide open for anybody at year one, but I didn't expect him to go and win it.
Yeah, I figured either Falk or Craig. That's what come to mind in the NFC.
I thought more Craig than Falk because of the team and the scheme.
No, so first off, it don't even matter about the team when you know what he could do with them. You know what I mean? So I think that was the biggest thing. He could probably take any team and be competitive in any game. You know what I mean?
I agree.
You just can't let him stick around like Nano just did. Shit, yeah.
So you can't let him. You said what you say? You can't let him stick around like Nano did. Oh God.
Well, I don't know, man. Top 10. I don't know. Gotta put D West in the Craig, Falk, and definitely put myself in the Nano. Jimbo.
So you saying the AFC better than the NFC right now?
Yeah. And look at it, man. Cap, who the fuck is that? First off, I only see a top 3. And if you talk about,
hold up. All right. So let me let you be Boom. We gotta get Tupac back real fast. I got you. Hold on. Relax for a second. I got you. Since you on Boom time right now, let's go. So we're gonna sit here and talk about it right now. We're gonna go down right now. I'm gonna run it down to you right now. Give me a second.
Let Falk give his 5.
Huh?
Let Falk give.
Hold on, let me unmute Falk. They was kind of like going in their game. Hold on, I got. Hold on. All right, I got you. All right, so Falk, here we go. So the NFC right now, I'm gonna just go by the standings and records right now. When I name the team and the coach, dog top 5, dog or ass. Simple as that. And I'm asking the same question to both of y'all, Boone and Falk. So I'll start with you, Falk. I'll start with Boone first.
I don't know because I don't watch everybody, man. But Falk,
man, you've been in the league long enough. You've been in the league long enough to know who's who right now. Knock it off. Let's go.
So top Cardinals. 5 in the conference or in the league?
In the conference right now, NFC conference. You can give me your top 5 first.
All right. So top 5 in the conference. You got the Super Bowl champ, D West. You got to give you respect.
Okay.
You got Craig. Then you have that NFC East is dogs over there. You got Max. You got hitters. You got Rob. Then you go back over to the West. You got me. That's what's the 7 right there. Y'all can't give me 7 players.
I think that's 6. There's only 6. Unless you're gonna add Falcons.
No, I'm not asking Falcons. Falcons ass. You just stick to
All right, so the NFC. In the NFC right now alone, are you saying all 4 of those guys in that division?
I'm saying the NFC East is dogs.
Okay.
NFC, that's 4.
Dogs. All right. Let's go to the North. Let's go to the North. D West, Harold Burgers, Brandon, and Antonio Todd.
I think right now you got 1 and 2 possibles, and the reason for that is Brandon. I think he in school or playing football. I don't know, and I don't think they really locked in right now. Brandon and Antonio are top 12 players in the league.
Okay.
When they locked in, they're top 12 players in the league with D West. So that's 7 right there. I didn't even get to the South.
All right, so who in the South? You got Young Foe with the Saints. You got Coach Fo with the Falcons. You got a computer team right now, but Knox had that team before it's all said and done.
So you got in the South. You got Craig.
Okay. And now go to the West. You got you, Drew. You got the boy Bo, and then you got the new kid Harold.
When Drew's on this game, he's a top 15, top 12 player. So you got 2 in the West. So that's 4, 7, 8. You got 10 players. 10 out of, what's that? How many teams is that?
16.
16. 10 out of 16.
10 out of 16 teams.
Boom.
We got
rebuttal that. Why is that cap?
Hey man, I'm just going looking at what I see now, man. Like
no, you see, you can't go off now though. You got to go off resume as well.
NFC South. Baltimore. I only know what I see. Like I don't know.
So Drew asked. So Drew asked.
Every time I play Drew, I whoop his ass. I don't know, but that's me.
That's you though. You're a top player. Is Drew whoop niggas ass?
Well, see, I haven't seen though. I haven't been witness to those games, so I can't speak on that.
He's just not locked in right now.
All right, so we in the West right now, Boom. Falky, you consider him a top 5, right?
I say Falk the only one in the West. Falk the only one in the West right now.
You know what kind of Drew though?
If we talking about lining up right now, Falk the only one in the West.
All right, that's Boone's opinion.
Half the league by double digits. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm about to go look at this shit. Hold on.
He can't be. Listen, 10 people in the league not better than Drew. I ain't lying.
I like Drew. I think Drew gotta be considered in this situation.
Drew a top 10 player, bro.
So he top 10, not top 15.
He top 10. When he locked in, he ain't locked in right now. So he top 15.
I don't care about that locked in shit, dog. It's all about.
So Boom.
Come on, bro.
Boom. Looking at the West right now, Boom. Falky 7-1. Everybody else is 3 and 4, and the Rams is 1 and 6. So you saying there's only 1 out in that division?
Yeah, man. Listen, hey, wait, Falk. He before his last win, which was a forced win, he just dropped 4 straight, and he played those games.
That's what he ain't locked in right now, man. I don't know what's up wrong with him.
He lost to the Chargers.
You worrying about basketball and shit.
Listen, first off, that nigga lost to the Chargers. That nigga know he ass.
Who? Coach Carter ass?
You calling Coach Carter ass?
Coach Carter ass.
That nigga goddamn dog ass. That nigga is fucking cheeks, dog. I understand him losing the goddamn.
So a guy that's 5 and 2 over there in the AFC West is ass.
And listen, first off, he good for who he is, but we know that nigga sweaty palm when he makes it to the playoffs. That's what he's sweaty palms period.
So Boom, let's look at the NFC East. The football team, Coach Hitter, 6-1 right now.
Man, that shit fool's gold, dog. That shit ain't real.
All right, Max, that's your opinion. All right, so Max, Giants 6-1 right now.
Max decent. He put a lot of time in. Nah,
Hold on. No, you can't say no decent.
Wait. Let me back up. All right, hit a good at what he do. I think hit a shoot himself in the foot a lot. So that's why I say he ass a lot, cause he like the Cowboys. He find a way to fucking lose, right? Max a good player.
All right, Eagles sitting at 6-2. Rob.
He a decent player.
Snake at 1-6. Was the division winner last year. 1-6 now.
That nigga some shit. I don't give a fuck what he was last year.
All right, the NFC South. You got Craig with the Bucks, 5-1.
Oh yeah, he top.
All right, so we going to the Falcons. Coach Fofo, 2-5.
Scared.
Hey, the fucking computer team better than that nigga.
All right, so Young Foe sitting at 1-6 with the Saints. Young Foe.
Nah, he ain't in the conversation. He has me.
All right, well, Knox had the Panthers shortly, but not right now. Nobody on the Panthers. So let's look at the North. D West, the Bears, 4-2.
Gotta give him this respect. He top.
Vikings, Antonio, sitting at 4-2. Lions, Antonio sitting at 4-2.
I don't know, man. I only go about what I did to him, man. I don't think he good.
But he knocked you out the playoffs last year in Game of Thrones.
I don't remember that.
You remember that? Yeah. Well, you won the Super Bowl the first year, then the next year. I'm just saying he could play though. But all right, so you saying no to Antonio?
Yeah, nah.
All right, Brandon. Remember he was the guy that had the Chiefs last year at Real Drive. Brandon, 3-3.
No. Hell nah.
Hillburgers, Packers, 1-5.
Man, come on, bro. Mr. Fucking Wawa pulled the plug out the wall. Fuck no. That nigga ass. That nigga
All right, that's all for the NFC teams right now. Like you literally kind of going against anything Falk has said. Falk named 10, and you pretty much
so
said
can you
about.
go first with the AFC, and I can do a rebuttal, please?
Yes, sir. So we're gonna start with the AFC North right now, and we'll start with you, 6-1.
Oh hell yeah, I'm decent, man. I'm
right.
like top 15.
Ravens 6-1.
Yup, top.
Circle Bob 3-4.
Middle of the pack.
What?
Steelers 2-5. Steelers 2-5. Boom. Sam 2-5.
That nigga ass.
All right, Falk. Now he said the AFC. He said good. Top me. He called himself top 15.
He got to do the whole conference. Then I'm a rebuttal.
All right, AFC South. Shoguns 4-3 with the Jaguars.
He middle.
Mike 2-6 with the Colts.
Mike middle too, man. Mike good. He got better. not good as in.
Is you not speaking your mind because you on headsets? You tell me you ain't real Tupac no more. Nah, nigga, be real.
No, listen, I play Mike.
Right, so that's why you going off of how y'all played. All right, okay. All right, so Mark 2-5 Texans. Mark.
Mark, that nigga been ass.
All right, Young Loose Titans 1-6.
I don't know who the fuck that nigga is. He ass.
He had the Titans last year too. All right, AFC East. Nano Patriots.
Nano top.
All right, so the Bills we got Young Demon back in, Jay back in the league, 4-2.
Oh, he up though. He in the middle of top and mid tier. He like 11.
Dolphins is Young Camden.
That nigga, oh man, he mid tier.
All right, Brian, he had the Steelers. Pittsburgh Brian had the Steelers last year. Real draft. 2-4.
I can't even tell you.
All right, AFC West. Jimbo sitting at 6-1.
Yeah, he might be top. Might be.
Corey, Coach Carter, 5-2.
He mid tier.
Mid tier.
Yeah.
Chiefs. Rich the Barber.
I can't give him shit though. I don't like his game, but He mid-10, like 20.
Alright, and the new Raiders guy, we all getting to know him for the first time right now. He's missed the playoffs twice. 2-5 right now.
I don't know. Alright, yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
Alright, so let's go to back to the AFC as a whole right now. Alright, Falk, rebuttal it. He called himself he called himself a top 15 player. He didn't call himself a top 5.
I don't do it enough.
Boom.
Yeah.
We're AFC North.
And we doing the whole AFC now. We're gonna rebuttal what he said. So I'm telling he called himself a top 15 out of top 5.
He capping. He's a top 5 player when he locked in. Top 10 when he bullshit.
Alright, he called me a top 5 player.
I agree with that.
He called Jimbo a top player.
Top. I believe Jimbo's between 5 and 10. He could be better, but I think he just played to win the game. He don't care about like points. Like he don't care about beating you by 50. He just want to win the game. That makes sense.
All right, Nano.
Yeah, Nano, top 5 player.
Corey
is a top. Corey used to be a top 5 player, but now he's like top 12.
Hey, I thought we locked on with that now. I don't know.
Okay, you didn't look right now. You saying Boone a top 5, Ravens a top 5. You calling Jimbo between 5 and 10?
I said Boone could be a top 5 when he locked in.
Hey,
so
go
top
back
10.
To
All
the
right.
tapes. Go back. Listen.
Pretty much said the same thing about him and Jimbo.
All right, so you ain't calling them top 5. You saying they could be. So you saying Nano top 5 and I'm top 5, and now and Corey not top 5. Now we going to young. We going to Young Demon back in the building right now. Where you got him at?
Next team.
All right, Shoguns.
Best team in his division.
Chiefs.
Next
Rich
team.
the Barber. Circumbob.
They're on the clock.
Young Camden.
From first to worst.
And a short year.
Yeah, one short year.
All right, Brian Blitzburg Steelers, the guy that could cover man-to-man blitz you all game long. Hoodie, what's up with you, Hoodie?
Top 5 draft pick coming.
Hoodie said I'm top 5 of all time. Falky, you heard him?
Yeah, that wing pair, one of them wing pairs.
We gotta get Hoodie in the league, bro. Oh my God, Mike Coates.
Mike Coates. Mike top 10 draft pick.
Did you just throw that in there? Top 10 draft pick. That's what you said.
Bro, you asked. I'm giving you answers.
All right, Mark.
He with the Bengals. They on the clock.
All right, the new Raiders guy.
Top 5 draft pick.
Sam, the Steelers. Sam.
Top 12 draft pick.
And then Los, the Titans.
Shit, he on the clock too.
No, Alright, so you saying the NFC better than that? Hell no. Hell no.
Go to the draft order right now.
What?
Go to the draft order.
So go to worst record to best record.
Yeah, it's more AFC teams than NFC.
Alright. Panthers is on mine, but we had a guy on mine. They got the first draft pick right now. Hero Burgers, Young Foe Saints, Cowboys, DC Snake, motherfucking Bo, the Rams. Hold up, nah, Bo the Rams. Nah, DC 404 Falcons. What? Who make a play?
Cowboys and Packers.
No. NFC. Look, man, you done made Mike lead the chat shit. NFC 1, Panthers number 1. That they unminded. Knox gonna take that team. If not, Hoodie gonna get them. Motherfucker, Packers, Hillburgers.
No, they made the playoffs, so they ain't gonna get no credit. Packers or Cowboys, no credit for making the playoffs last year.
Nah, cause you reaching right now.
How much? Top to bottom, NFC better than the AFC. User for user.
All right. So we'll take those two out. We're gonna ignore Hillburg. We're gonna go with Young Fro. We're gonna ignore them too.
Now we got stipulations and shit.
Right? He always do that shit. Panthers ass. That's NFC East. They had a coach up until 3 games ago. They ass. That's 1.
Okay.
We'll ignore the Packers. Saints.
So let's go team for team. Panthers ass. Titans ass. Come on, keep going.
Nah. Don't try to change up. Go with you said. Go through the draft order. Don't change your comment up. All right, Panthers. Panthers. We ignoring the Packers. Saints. We ignoring the Cowboys. Rams. Falcons, Vikings, Seahawks, 49ers, Bears, Lions, Bucks, football team, Giants, Eagles. I'm in the NFC. I'm on the NFC. My bad. That's why. Hold up. We're going NFL. Here we go. Now let's get it right. My bad. All right. Panthers, Rams, Titans, we ignoring the Packers. Saints, we ignoring the Cowboys. Steelers, Texans, Colts, Dolphins, Jets, Raiders, Falcons, Seahawks, Bengals, Niners, Vikings, Jags start getting the wins now. Oh my God. Alright, so 1, 2, nah, cause you're ignoring the Cowboys and the Panthers. They 1-5 like a motherfucker right now. No. Hell no. Oh my God. Alright, so for all that, we can make a case for that. Look, motherfucking young Fo tank last year. He ain't even play. He 1-6 now. We could have all types of with this right now.
We could go 1 win in 25 games.
So everybody in the AFC that made the playoffs is playoff teams. What about the NFC?
Who?
I'm telling you right now, everybody that made the playoffs in the AFC consistently make the playoffs. What about the NFC? That's my question to you.
I mean, we gotta work with the Cowboys. You know, I think the Packers. I think Hero was that was an aberration, but I think the Lions or Vikings gonna take that over. Gonna be 2 teams from the NFC North.
Okay.
When they lock in, they ain't locked in right now.
Right. I agree. I think Brandon and Antonio are top 10, 15 players.
So you got the dog division. All right. So hold on. Let's just do it this way. NFC East. Do we got 3 dogs in there? Yes or no?
You got 3 dogs in there? I agree with that. I would say 4. I would say 4, bro. I think Snake's downfall is cap situations and not really being able to put a team together and do what he do. You know he a good GM, bro. He had to put that shit together and then 40 carried you to death. So I say 4.
You said 4 dogs. So NFC South 1 dog, right? Right now, currently 1 dog.
1 dog in the NFC South.
That's 5. Okay. NFC North. Can I get?
You got 3. You got 3. Nah, you got 3. I say 3. I say 3.
Right.
I say D West. Right? I say Antonio and Brandon. All 3 of them are consistently playoff teams.
NFC West, you got 2 dogs, right?
Yeah, I fucks with Drew. I think Drew can play this game. I like you and Drew over there.
That's 5. That's 10. That's 10 dogs, right?
Yeah.
Now let's go to AFC. AFC now. AFC right. West.
Let's start the AFC North, or you starting with the West?
Let's start with the West. We're gonna go over to the East.
We got 3 right there. 3.
All right, whole name.
Rich the Barber, Corey, and Jimbo.
No, you put Rich the Barber as a dog.
Rich the Barber. Man, listen, hold on. You ain't gonna do that. Rich the Barber just as good as anybody in that NFC East, bro.
No, he ain't.
What? Man, he's just as good as anybody in that NFC East, bro. Consistently, man, you crazy as hell, bro. Rich the Barber ain't ass on this game. Knock it off, man.
So you said he
Rich the Barber. I think Rich the Barber can beat anybody.
Jennifer lose the Rich.
So you can't. What? So you saying Richard Barber can't beat Antonio, Ty, or Brandon either?
No, we said the NFC East. I didn't get to that yet.
But I'm ready to get to all of them. He could beat any last one of them in the NFC East. Yes. Maybe Max not consistently. Maybe Max not consistently, but he could beat anybody in the NFC.
He'll never beat me again. I'll tell you that one.
Oh, he beat. Oh, damn.
There you go. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. He already did it.
All right, let's go to the north. Let's go to the north then. Let's go to the north.
He could beat any. Maybe D West probably the only one consistently he can't beat. Out of the rest of them, he could beat any of them consistently, or where he could beat them. If he was in the NFC East, NFC right now, he'd be in the playoffs more than none. If he playing his games locked in.
All right. So we got 3 in the AFC West. Let's go to AFC North.
We got 3 in the AFC North too. Forever 7. Forever 7 Bop, when he playing, could be in the playoffs. He could beat anybody in the league. Bro, don't let your disdain for him act like he can't make the playoffs, bro. Like he can't play this game, bro.
He's not good, bro.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that right now. We'll take Bop out, so me and Boone consistently can make the playoffs over there. Okay.
All right, let's go
5.
to AFC South.
Shogun.
Shogun. That's it.
So how many is that? You
That's
got
6.
3.
That's 6. That's 6.
Now, let's go to AFC East.
AFC East, you got 3 that can make the playoffs over there. Nano, Young Camden, and Young Demon.
So that's 9. We winning 10-9.
Nah, but you had a pump possible though. You threw a whole pump possible in the building.
Who?
You.
Who? Antonio and Brandon?
Nah, cause we gave you Snake. Snake don't never consistently make the playoffs. Nah, cause we gave you Snake.
So can we say Snake and Rich equal?
Fuck no.
No, man. Richard fuck Snake up.
Fuck no.
No, Rich.
Y'all know that won't happen. Rich ain't gonna consistently beat Snake ass.
You crazy as hell. I think nah. First of all, nobody consistently beating Snake ass, bro. That's not act like Snake ass, bro. I'm not saying he ass.
So but I'm thinking like he'll whoop Rich ass.
Nah, he won't. No, he won't consistently whoop Rich ass. You crazy, bro.
So basically, you saying Rich a top 10 player?
No, I'm not saying Rich a top 10 player. I'm saying Rich is just as good as some of those guys in the NFC that you naming in your top 10.
He's not better than hitters. He's not better than nobody in the NFC East.
Okay.
If he was in NFC East, he'll be the last team. Yes,
no, he would. No, fuck no.
Who would he be better than?
No, fuck no.
Hey, you trolling now.
Fuck no.
Who would he be better than?
If him and Snake switch divisions, Rich will consistently fight for that division every season.
He's not better than Rob, Max, or hitters at all.
I'm not saying he's better than them. What I'm saying is he can consistently beat them just like they could beat him.
So you saying it'd be back and forth?
Yeah, I'm saying they'd be in the same boat with Rich the Barber in there fighting for that division as they are with Snake in there right now.
So why Rich the Barber don't do that in his division?
He do though. He just was in the playoffs. What are you talking about? He do though. Rich the Barber was just in the playoffs.
Somebody just texted me said he got forced wins to the way to the playoffs.
I don't know.
You gotta spread the gamut on
we could do that with a lot. We could do that with a lot of guys. We could do that with a whole lot of guys.
Who get forced wins to the playoffs? What are you saying? Who
we could do that to a whole lot of guys, bro. What you mean? A whole lot of guys. Cause you know we'll hit the league fast and if a nigga ain't showing up to play. We don't give a fuck. We moving. A lot of guys had playoff. Forced wins their way to the playoffs.
Can we name
fucking Hellburgers forced win his way to the playoffs.
Somebody said the Giants.
He probably did. But we know it's a little different with him.
Y'all niggas
that's not true. He may have got a forced win to get into the playoffs.
Nah, he also got a forced loss and still made the playoffs.
Yeah, I remember the forced loss. Just what he was. So hold on. Somebody said don't forget about the Dolphins. The
Dolphins beat. Somebody said what? Don't forget about the Dolphins.
Somebody said the Dolphins forced to win their way to the playoffs.
Hell no. Nah, no, he didn't. He beat me. He beat Max. Hell no. Niggas over there. Niggas 5-0 one out.
Investigating over shit.
Yeah, man, listen, man.
Yo, is the NFC South the worst division in the league?
NFC South?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and this ain't no shot. This really ain't no shot. But look what Ronald Jones is doing, man. He got 6 JV games a year, man.
Yeah, he's got 6 stack games. He puts up about 30 touchdowns on them in fucking 6 games.
You're taking my boy shit away from him. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna sit here and do that. Knock it off. Y'all niggas wildin' today. Oh my God. Nano said he got that's 30 touchdowns right there. Oh my God.
See what I did to the Falcons? What you think you about to do to their ass?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I don't know.
Nah,
it ain't the same now, man. It ain't the same.
You better put a hundo burger.
Nah, it ain't the same, bro. It ain't the same now.
They play the Falcons. Their whole secondary makes them Pro Bowl.
Yo, is it anybody in the AFC that you look at as lunch meat? Like, oh my God, I'm ready to go to the Pro Bowl with anything I want right now. Anybody? Is there any team you look at like that? Name them. Name them.
Jets. There's a ton of teams. Titans. Houston. Don't act like y'all ain't over there whooping niggas' ass. Come on, don't make me go to the schedule. Like Circle Bob just ain't put up 60 on the Texans. What are we talking about here?
Everybody putting up 60 on the Texans though in real life.
Y'all got more statty games over there than we do.
No.
Y'all got way more statty games over there than we do.
Oh, listen.
Your whole division is statty game. Except Drew. Your whole division is statty game except Drew. Your whole division, the NFC West are a statty game. The whole division except Drew.
The Seahawks has been letting people put 70 points on them since fucking day one.
The Rams and Niners is good opponents.
Statty games. Not Drew. Drew a good opponent. They statty games. The whole NFC South statty games except for motherfucking. I won't even call. You know what? I don't even think for a statty game, bro. So y'all had two. Y'all had.
Hold on. Like I wasn't beating up on the AFC South and the AFC East. Come on, man. Knock it off.
We wasn't. Remember the Bills was good. We wasn't beating up on nobody over there. And we still got to upgrade with the Bills. What you talking about? Y'all got all statty games over there. All of them.
Listen.
Y'all had niggas in the playoffs that were statty games.
Go to fall schedule.
Don't do that.
Y'all had playoff niggas, statty games, playoff niggas.
Don't go to my schedule, we'll go to yours. Don't do that. Niggas out here got 6 games of motherfuckers. Listen, hold on. Listen, this is what y'all doing. Time out. First of all,
what we doing?
Listen, first of all.
What we doing?
Y'all want to do this. This ain't what y'all want to do.
What we doing? We want to do it.
Come on, y'all want to go to schedules right now.
This proved the NFC ain't
He got first place schedule. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Hold on, going to it. He got first place schedule. Look at this shit.
Come on,
He got first place schedule. Look at this shit. Oh my God. We're going to the Cardinals right now. First place schedule. What?
I want the Titans right now. Y'all want to talk about it? I want the Titans. 69-7. Look at this shit. 62-14. Come on, man. 52-35. 48-17.
Oh my God.
42-59.
Nah, we going to the ad. We look, alright, you don't want to do that right now. You don't want to do that, I swear to God, you don't want to do that, you better chill. Hold up, nah, you better chill.
Cowboys, 69-28.
Look, motherfucker Falcons schedule. Nah, fuck that. Titans ain't worse than this. 52-17, Falcons Eagles. 79-14, Vikings Falcons. Computer game 26-20. Bucks 55-10. Boone 91-52. Seahawks 31-21. Eddie rocking with the Seahawks and the Rams. They in your division. 31-21, 38-28. Fuck you talking about? I'm talking about the Titans, nigga. What you talking about right now? I'm gonna try to kill my nigga Los, boy. What you talking about right now? You got a first place schedule. You want to see your teams? You got to play. Oh my God.
Listen, bro. Listen, don't even get cool, man.
The best game that he had. The best game that he had was just played.
The only one was he put 70 on the Texans.
Who did?
670.
Who put 70 on the Texans?
Snake, his only win of the season.
Hey, Falk. All I gotta say is your tough games came from the AFC, bro. That's it.
No, my tough games came from niggas buttballing. That's where my tough games came from.
I feel what you're saying. All your tough games came from the AFC, bro. Everything else was
no tough games.
Jimbo 23-14. That wasn't a tough game.
Let's not mention week 1. I had a nigga had 25 carries and 10 catches.
Hey man, that's
But you can't look. But can you can't ignore that when you saying he don't care about nothing but the win.
I know what I'm saying though. How y'all gonna sit there and come at my conference when we got niggas doing this week 1?
You just said that your conference is like the best. Like the best of
Seahawks.
Our conference better than y'all.
Seahawks 69-27, 49ers 58-13, Panthers 63-13, Saints 49-21, Bears 35-24, Cowboys 77-35, Patriots 28-27. Your best games was in the AFC. You got a nigga that we calling the top player that you put up 50 on.
Who?
Drew. Drew, no you don't.
If niggas don't butt ball, putting up 50 on them.
Yeah, I can agree to that. But we can say that about a lot of niggas, a lot of us that over here with that. If niggas ain't running the ball 50-40 times a game, what the score be?
Let's go pass for pass and let's see what the score is at the end of the game. Niggas can't do that. Niggas, it's a certain formula
to
beat me. Go look at every game I done lost.
Alright, who else we got on here? Let's go. Alright, let's go to Circle Bot right now. Since you want to call him ass, let's go to Circle Bot. We sat here playoff team. Ravens 59-21. Bucks 42-7. Jets 53-14. He lost to the Jets.
Jets don't got no wins.
Steelers 23-7. Computer game Panthers 83-27. Saints 45-41. Texans 41-10.
He ass, bro.
I ain't called the Saints ass.
No, I'm just saying. Per boom, he ass, right? He almost greedy. You said this man was a top player.
I said he was a playoff team. Yep.
No. He not even top 10 of y'all conference. Name the top 10 players in your conference.
Come here, bring that.
All I know is I go to the motherfuckers in your division. The Raiders beat the Seahawks 41-34, 69-27, 79-13. He beat the Rams 24-17, Bucks 63-24, Falcons 31-21, Panthers 40-16 away game, but he played that shit. What are we talking about? Where the Rams at? Rams 17-10 loss. He ain't play that. Raiders 27-14, lost to the Bills 54-34. Lost to the Seahawks 24-17. Lost to the Eagles 31-21.
Come on, Eagles
lost to the Vikings 59-21. Lost. Make the case why the Eagles are top player, Falk.
Eagles the top player.
Make the case.
In this conference.
Make the case. Make the
I mean,
case.
look at his record. He 5-2, and he was 1-6 last year. Made the playoffs, or almost made the playoffs.
He was that one last game, week 18.
His last 20 games, he like 18-2.
Right. All I asked to make the case. I wasn't calling him ass. I was just telling you to make the case.
And the Vikings, when Brandon locked in, he's a dog.
When who?
When Brandon locked in.
Yeah, I agree. Titans, he put up 69-7. Falcons, he put up 79 on. Patriots, he lost.
The
Packers,
worst division over there. Y'all got the AFC East in the South division.
Hell no,
bro.
Hell no.
Come on, Shogun's gonna win that shit every year, bro. No competition on nothing.
Our AFC South ain't worse than y'all NFC South.
Why ain't it?
Man, our AFC South ain't worse than y'all NFC South.
Man, folk better than everybody but Shoguns. I'm lying?
No, you lying. I don't think you better than Mike.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say Mike's playing.
I don't think you better than Mike.
So folk not better than Mike, man? Really?
No. Nope. Fuck no. My nigga Mike better than folk. You ain't gonna do that. We ain't doing that right now. The motherfucker.
Now, all these people y'all got is DC 4-4. That nigga ass.
Nah, y'all gotta walk. Y'all got more walking 60 burgers than we do.
Hey, did y'all say that the Lions was good?
The Lions here, I don't know what's up with him.
He playing with the Lions.
That nigga lost to the Texans though. I don't know now.
He playing with the Lions.
He's just hopped on, man. Antonio
just playing with the Lions.
Bro, the Texans worse than the Lions.
All right, so look, no disrespect to one of my favorite motherfuckers on this game. He lost to Mark 20-27. He beat Hitter 77-24. What we talking about right now?
That's the NFC ass. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so now the fuck keep trying to play us out. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah, hold on, time out. Football team 6-1.
That's all right. That's his first law. I'm just saying. Don't sit here and say, he just hopped on. He beat the Texans.
If he beat Hitter 77-24, he a dog. Cause Hitter a dog.
Nah, cause he don't beat Hitter consistently 77-24. He gonna pick up the middle. He can't consistently beat Hitter.
Listen. For somebody as good as Hitter to lose like that, the person he lost to is pretty good. That's my point. NFC, we got some dogs over here.
I can't say
he had a shitload of help.
No. Listen.
You can't really determine games though, man. Anything can happen in the game and make shit lopsided like that.
40-20, 50-20, 70-20 is different. He could play, bro.
Who else we got over here? Keep talking about all that. We in your division. You see nothing but 60 or 50 burgers being put up.
Man, listen. We see him over there.
Nah, you don't. Not consistently.
Bengals, Colts.
Speaking of which,
Mike ain't been getting no 60 burgers put up on him this year, boy.
Mike got 56 put up on him last night. What are you talking about?
By who?
By Hitter. Yeah, the same guy. Hitter just put up 56 on him.
Yeah,
cricket.
Might try to disrespect Hitter though.
Look at the NFC East running the train on the AFC South. 42-17, 56-17.
Oh, you want to talk about trains getting ran, nigga? You want to talk about trains getting ran, nigga? I know you want to go there.
Mike did beat Max. Mike beat Max. Mike beat Max. I gotta give him some credit. Mike beat Max. But look what the Eagles and football team did to him. And you know Stakler. Come on, 56-42. Come on, man.
And what the fuck Sam Mack at? I'm about to call him.
Come on, man.
I'll be like, man, I got my kid.
Let me see this guy. 59-21. 69-40. 59-17. Come on, man. The AFC North kind of adds too. There's only two teams over there, and one could say If it ain't for Chubb,
Hey, Chubb just got carries, so you take
I
away
said
that one
it
man.
for Chubb, boy.
Listen.
Look, 63-31. Look at this shit. 42-17. Look, y'all talking about me. 91-52. 39-20.
39-20. Oh. What you doing? What you talking about? I was getting egg. What you trying to say? What you trying
I'm just
to
calling
say?
the score is. I ain't saying who it is. I'm just saying the score is.
You funny as hell.
Yeah,
Man.
Come on, man.
Like
look at Buck. Beat the Bengals 42-7. Look at this shit. NFC way better than AFC. Dogs over here, man. Ain't no division better than NFC East. None.
When they pop out, that's what they do. Get them done again.
No division in the game better than NFC East.
Oh no, man. I just know that we got more dogs over here. Y'all like too. Well, yeah, too heavy. I don't think D West got that. He lucked up and won that shit. Fuck his respect. That nigga lucked up and won.
You can't name 5 players over the AFC better than D West.
Me.
I can name 5 players better than D West over here in the NFC better than me.
Man, no, you can't really say that. Well, you can, I guess. You can. Oh no, man. I just want to play my game now. I'm done with that shit. I'm about to go beat up on the goddamn. The Steelers, dog. Everybody else gets that game.
They go ahead and score another 90.
I only scored 90 on the Falcons in the NFC. Y'all do give up the most goddamn 60 burgers though. For real, that shit crazy.
I ain't gonna argue that one. That one might be true.
And hey, we winning. I know it's a stat. If you go to AFC wins and losses, the AFC is beating the NFC.
I don't know about that one.
Go look. No, that's an actual stat.
Where's that?
If you go to standings, and then you go to you know what that is?
We'll find it. Don't worry about it. I'll find it.
You go to home, and then press square.
Yeah, I'm here. Let me see.
And then go to AFC or go to NFC, whichever one. Then scroll over to your right. Then it'll say division losses. Then it got the NFC, AFC wins and losses. So even with your win against Nano, we still beating y'all.
AFC wins. We got 2. We got 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got some. Nah, it's the Saints, man.
That's your guy though.
It's the Saints. Come on, baby.
Take your own L's. Yeah, Hitter got that 2-0 against the Saints and the Seahawks. Oh yeah, you lost. Yeah. Man, for real, what is this goddamn dude?
Oh, some shit.
Hey, what the fuck Circle Bot talking about?
He can't computer win his way to the playoffs.
He talking about you? He said
I don't know what he said. I don't play that guy no more.
He asked if somebody to change his dude's abilities. He said Cheesecake Fault. Is that an actual player?
That nigga's obsessed with me, man. I must have hurt his feelings last year. Last diss, rather.
Got receipts. I'm going back read. He said you got the receipts.
Receipts for what?
Who beat who? Was it Rich? Who talked
Yeah,
Rich
Rich Barber, me versus Rich Barber, Lifetime.
You heard what they were saying? Hey, I'm glad you got hopped on, man. They were talking reckless.
Come on now.
About some Rich the Barber. And was gassing on that one.
Even with Reek, he lost, and I had Heineke.
Y'all was capping with that. What they say? Y'all was capping with that shit. Rich the Barber.
Yeah.
He had a stock Chiefs team versus my stock football team.
I'm glad you hopped on here. They was talking reckless with that Rich the Barber shit.
You gonna say it again?
I don't know. It's fucking hot. He said someone changed cheesecake for. He always trying to troll.
Yo, hey, Circle Bob, I know you listening, man. I apologize if I hurt your feelings last year, okay? Psych! Motherfucker.
Hey, man.
I'm the reason why you cut them shit locks.
What I miss? What I miss, though?
I'm the reason you cut them shit locks. That was bothering you. Them shit stink, didn't they? I'm the reason you cut them, nigga. Don't forget it. Don't ever forget it.
Hitter came up, he said he top 10, dog. 15,
I ain't say all that. I
15.
Hitter, I know Boone, real talk. I don't think you really believe Hitter a dog. I think Hitter a dog, bro.
Man, Hitter a dog.
I think Hitter a dog on the game, bro. I think, like you said, Hitter take a lot of chances. He take a lot of chances and do some shit that, you know, put him in bad situations a lot. But I think he a dog, bro. He consistently builds a top 10, top 5 to 3 defense every year on the game, and I think people don't take that in consideration of how we build teams. The consistency of putting the team together. Like, Mike's one of the better team builders. Now, let me ask you this, Boone. Is Mike one of the better team builders because he's consistently picking in the top 10 every year, or is he one of...
You don't have to stay in your damn in the chat now, man. After years of listening to how to build a team, he got that shit down now.
Man, listen. If you draft in the top 5, 10 every year, you have no choice. After 5 to 6 years, have the best fucking team, okay?
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. You know, who might go after players that y'all would go after. You know what I mean?
Not lately. The last 2 years, he been doing his own thing. Like, he ain't been taking people players or.
Nah, man, that title been that shit been exited. Mike understand what to do in these drafts and how to put a team together. I just think Mike doesn't know how to put football knowledge to the game. So I think he could do it. Like, I watched him play you. He had an opportunity, 4 plays to take shots, real shots, to be able to tie that game up at the end zone. And he consistently threw to your user. And when I asked him, he said he just didn't see square or circle open. And he put both of those guys on straight go routes. They were one-on-one, and you were in the middle of the field with your user, along with drop deep linebacker and whoever else was in the middle. He kept throwing there. So, like, little things like that. Like, so Mike can run the ball, but he can't do enough to be able to win a game like that against you. He played a really good game all game long, but he can't take his play calling and his sense of football far enough to be able to win those type of games. Until he can build on that part of it, everything else is there. He knows how to put a team together. He knows what he's looking for when it comes down to building his team. And once he puts the product on the field, he has to be able to coach it a little farther. And we could talk about a lot of guys in that aspect. What happens if Nano develop a passing game?
So think about that though. So that's why I feel like y'all had segments of like top players, top 10, top 15, bottom 20, and you had the top 10. So maybe they might not be
you kind of low.
Maybe they might. I'm saying maybe they might not be the top players, but they might be the top GMs.
Right. After one full season, who do y'all feel as though should be compensated in that top GM conversation right now? My vote go to the Eagles.
I think. Well, no, I'm gonna be honest with you. However y'all want to say it about hook or crook, I think you gotta put the Broncos in there. You know,
that was all free agents though. He jumped on the free agents though. Nah, that's getting in before everybody else.
Hard to pass for.
He got in before everybody else.
Just saying, man. Listen, we said best GM.
He used the cut line. That ain't. I don't know. I don't give that shit no credit.
He must have got somebody you wanted.
Nah, he didn't. But it was just the fact that he took all the best players before everybody else even knew the shit was open.
So why? See, I don't know, man, because I wasn't paying attention to the team like that, man. But why wouldn't y'all give it to the Dolphins if he made it to the Super Bowl?
All right, so the Dolphins traded because here's the problem. In the same sense of trying to win right away, he fucked himself. He has no cap space trading Tua and trading Will Fuller, 2 pickups that cost a lot of money for them. Remember, top 5 pick in Tua, so you trade him. That's a big first round top 10 pick hit you taking. And then Will Fuller was a big trade they made. And then he didn't bring back the piece that got him to the Super Bowl, which was the quarterback, in my opinion. I think I didn't see GM moves that made him get to that Super Bowl. I think he had the fastest player on the field in season 1, and he used him very well.
Still holding on to a lot of trash in the wide receiver.
Yeah, and then defensively, let's just not act like the Dolphins don't got one of the better secondaries on the game right now.
All right, what about the Bears? What do they do? So they had to do
now the Bears is more impressive because he ain't do nothing. He ain't bust no moves or nothing. He took that Bears team.
I think he gets a coach award.
He coached that team up. Yep, that's exactly what he did.
I think he get a coaching strategy because if you really watch how he played last year, he really played like he had a scheme. You know what I mean? And that scheme
fit year 1. Fault. That's all it was. Is that scheme fit year 1. You can kind of make the case for the Dolphins the same thing. His scheme fit year 1. His difference makers was you couldn't cheat him. If you fucking came up to stop his little check downs and quick throwing, he can fucking hit you over the top with baby bull all game long. Guys just wasn't equipped to be able to keep up to that at year 1. And some things, some games bounce his way. I could say this: Dolphins don't even make it to the motherfucking Super Bowl if he didn't have to. If he didn't have to play in the weather elements where you lost +5s, a sell, change of direction, and speed on your players because of the conditions, and he still had the fastest player on the field. Where everybody else dropped to the mid-80s, his guy was still a 95. That was a lot of pressure. I don't think he beat Nano or me under them if they wasn't the conditions. But at the same time, you could say during the regular season, he won big games all year. Do Snake coming in like that? Do we think the Cowboys is not one of the better rosters to play with as soon as you play the game, as soon as you get on the game? Do Snake benefit from that and then just giving Ezekiel? Remember, Snake started off on like a 2-5 run too. Him and the Eagles was in the same boat, lost like 5 straight, and then he decided to give 40 carries a game to Ezekiel Elliott, and it turned the season around.
That was the wave, man. That was the wave. He rolled that shit right to the all. He rolled that shit right to the division, right?
That was the real talk.
Right? He rolled that to the division, yes.
That was the real talk. Real talk gave that away.
Oh, the real talk. Thank you, Ed.
Why? What's the real talk do?
You gave the blueprint.
You gave the blueprint away.
And he decided to run 40 fucking times a game?
Yeah, man. You ain't got to do something about this fall forward shit. Next thing you know, whole fucking league running. Nobody throwing the ball. Everybody running.
Everybody running, huh?
Everybody running. It's like The Walking Dead out there, man. This shit's ridiculous.
Who else you got?
I know about that shit from last night, huh, Ant?
Man. He wasn't, but he wasn't falling for it. He just was disrespectful. Ready? Where Nano? Did Nano hop off?
I told you. Real talk. If Boone wouldn't have been an asshole, Boone should have won the Super Bowl last year. That Chubb was unstoppable. He just wanted to.
All right. So Nano broke down that third quarter drive. Ready? He had the ball. He had the 14-play drive. He had the ball for 5 minutes and 17 seconds. He ran trap 4 times. He ran power 4 times on that drive.
He ain't run no stretches?
He ran trap 4 times. He ran power 4 times on that drive. And you had 14-play drives. So that's 8 plays. How many plays is left?
6. So what was the other 6 plays, man?
Nah, the other 6 plays was swing passes to the running back for me. I blitzed my linebacker the whole drive.
So he did.
And then he got to the red zone, and then he did his little swing pass he throw to the running back, and then hit me with the slant back door. That was his 6 plays. Babe Bull had 4 catches in that third quarter. The backup running back, a rookie.
The nigga said,
who else? All right, so look, the Dolphins sitting at 2-4 right now. What's your advice, Falk, to a guy that was one game, was in the big game and probably a possession away from winning it, and saying to us all he wanted is a seat at the big table. So now he at 2-4 right now. How do he fight his way out of it? Like, what advice would you give a guy in that situation?
I mean, it's 17 games, so just right now he's 2-4. The season not over, but just one game at a time. Each week is a new season.
Yep.
So he just got, and then before he know it, he'll be 500, and then he could go from there. But I mean, this is a big game for him. This is looking at his schedule. Nano gonna win the division. Nano gonna win the division, in my opinion. But looking at his schedule, he got the Packers, Steelers, Niners, Jets, then Patriots. If he win this game, he could win this next 4. That'll put him at, even if he lose this game, right? Put him in 2-5, then he win the next 4. That'll put him at 6-5, and he got the Patriots. Let's say he lose that 6-6. Then he got the Bills, Lions, Vikings, Bengals, Ravens. Out of those games, the Ravens is a loss, but who knows? The Ravens could be resting guys by then. So he could get in the playoffs at 10-7.
All right, depending on what the Bills do in that division.
Could he get in at 10-7? And this is just if he lose games he's supposed to lose on paper.
Right.
So right now he got the Bears. If he beat the Bears, I think he'll make the playoffs. If he lose to the Bears, it's going to be an uphill climb. But I think with 7 teams and then 17 games, I think he might got some wiggle room. I wouldn't count him out, but you gotta always look at the NFC West. Is the NFC West going to get 2 teams? AFC West, is they going to get 2 teams or 3 teams?
All right, so let's talk about the NFC East and the decline of the Dallas Cowboys. What happened? Why did he go from I'm in this division for a reason to pay Washington and the Eagles 2 times a season?
I think what happened was he just had a dog schedule. Like look at this schedule. Look at this schedule.
First place schedule, yep.
Yeah, he had football team. First of all, the NFC East, anybody could beat anybody, any given advance, right, in that division. So he lost. He ran the ball 50 times. It didn't work. Hit it, eked out the win. 21-20. He played the new look Eagles. D-Hop went bananas. Couldn't do it. He played the Ravens, and Ravens just did what they did. Ravens came out with the win. He played Hitter again, and this time it was just Hitter just whooped his ass. Then he played the Giants, right? Like he played like his only easy game was the Texans and he scored 70. Look who he played. Look, Cardinals, Giants, football team twice, Ravens and Eagles, bro. He's supposed right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's supposed to be what his record is. Just think about who he played, man. His division is anybody could be anybody, any given event, and they all got better. Eagles got better, Giants got better, football team got better.
I had Hillberger as winning his division year 1 because of the team he had. He made the playoffs but didn't win his division. But I didn't have him going. I said this was going to be a make or break season for him to determine is he going to constantly be picking in the top 5, or he could still show that maybe he could take that Packers team a little farther. At this point at 1-5, what is he showing us?
He's showing he's wasting that team over there. I mean, the Lions, 41-36. I guess that could have went either way, but then he lose 70-0 to the Super Bowl champs. Then he lose, 52-14 Eagles, best division in the game. Then he get a forced win against the Vikings by 1. Then look, best division in the game, 28-14 football team. Best division in the game, Giants, 48-7. Whoever the NFC East play, they're whooping their ass, bro. Look at the games.
And even when they play each other, it's a tight game, no matter if it's a shootout or a low-scoring game.
And when they play other divisions, they're whooping their ass. All three of them whooped.
Oh God! So what's if Drew is such a good player? What's his downfall right now? Why can't he pull out wins? He not playing a first place schedule.
You know what I think his problem is, and I just don't think he I know he likes the league. I just don't think the 49ers has what he likes to do.
He don't have the weapons for it.
Yeah, I think he picked the wrong team.
He picked his team. He a 49ers fan, so he picked his team. But he don't have the weapons. If you remember him from the Browns team, what he had, what type of receivers did he have? He got the tight end, and which I don't understand how Kittles ain't going dummies right now. But he wasn't a runner. He had Nick Chubb year one. He was always somewhere between 11 to 1,300 yards rushing with Nick Chubb. He wasn't a heavy runner, so over there, your sexy point is the running back with all that damn speed, right? Outside of that, what receivers on the outside can win?
Yeah, he normally had big receivers or fast receivers.
Yeah.
He liked to go vertical, and even with the jump ball not being there, for some reason he knew how to do it last year. This year, he just don't got it.
All right, so I'm mind boggled, right? Because how I met 404 and the things that I know he understand with this game. Why hasn't it clicked over yet? Why haven't the stuff that he's taught others that work hasn't clicked over for him yet? We've been quarterback after quarterback.
Some people are better at teaching than actually doing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's the case with him. I think he's better at teaching it, but actually executing it in a real live game, just something that's a disconnect there.
Yeah, because like I don't, I know, we joke around, we talk shit, he ass, It's just like what I know from him is just not adding up. Like I thought we would see him, throw the ball around kind of how you and Corey do.
Yeah, I get it. Like this year, I'm throwing a lot of picks, a lot. Like I am throwing a lot of picks. But at least I'm having some success. He's not having no success throwing the ball. It's just 8-9 picks on average a game. I don't know what's going on. So I just think he's better at teaching it than actually doing it in the game.
All right, so year two as a whole, we come out of our first season of building our teams and all that, and we in our first draft class with these guys on the field right now. I know you talked about this a lot, Falk, the development of players and all that. How do you feel about where we at right now as a team? Like we pretty much only got one team that's a 90 or above right now in the season 2. Everybody else is 88s, 84s, 85, shit like that. We got like maybe I haven't seen everybody's overall, but as far as the build as an entire team right now, and a lot of guys overalls are high because of their staff points that they put stuff on certain stuff, and their team goes up with green arrows because of what you get staff points. But it's not your true identity of what your real team is. To know what a player really is, you got to look at their player archetypes versus looking at just their overall. When you go to their team and you're looking at their team, don't look at the overall you see. Go click on them and look at their player archetype, and that tells you what they really are. Because you got the template and then you got the momentum drawing that keeps guys higher than what they are. Plus the coach and staff give guys points, players and positions. You get better.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, go away.
So
that's why
it goes away
drop at the end of the season.
Yep, drop right back down at the end of the season. So how do you feel about the build this year? Like you think the pace is right?
I think it's real interesting because you kind of really just see. Nobody's overpowering. So it's really just it's a lot of scheme, and you have some instances where guys kind of got advantages at certain positions, but that's really how it is in real life. So I'm kind of getting used to it, and I kind of like embracing it. Like it's like if a guy got a Nick Chubb and he run the ball 30 times, good luck. You know what I mean? Like, and you might not stop it, and that's just but you're gonna try to stop it, whether it's through the draft, whether it's through free agency trade. Like now that's your weakness.
Right.
So that's gonna really make guys. But then you might give up a dog corner, and then the next year a receiver might go dummies on you. So it's like it's real interesting to see how this gonna go and see how it's gonna transform. And I think it's anybody here to be. I don't think it's gonna be a dominant player. I think it's gonna be a multiple Super Bowl winners.
I think the same thing.
I think this is just year how it's gonna play out, and then I think how the league is progressing with XP and just the lack thereof, and guys get hurt in practice or not getting no points because they're tired. I just really think it's going, it's gonna make the league interesting, man.
What was your work all year long? What was your one thing that you felt like, man, if I can fix my team here to be able to stop this, I'll be able to do this?
I think for me personally, it was always getting Kyler Murray unlocked so I can have access to Hot Route Master. Just a big part of what I do is, at the line of scrimmage with hot routes. And coming into the game, only not having it on one receiver, D-Hop, with the route apprentice, guys could kind of sit in the same coverages and you couldn't make them pay for it. And, I think now this year, with it on, the last couple weeks, I'm really seeing my offense just be kind of potent. Whereas before, I kind of had to really spend time on designing plays in the playbook, like picking plays that actually, could get the job done. So.
All right. So when you went through the draft this year, was it any team that made you say, I need to get this to stop that, or was your build strictly off of what you needed? Yourself, like nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it was strictly off of what I needed. I wasn't really too worried about, similar to the NFC East. Like, I wasn't worried about, okay, well, he went and got this person, so I got to get this person. I just knew what I needed. Once I got rid of some guys for, cheaper and younger, and wanted to grow with them. So, but yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have that this year. Like, okay, I got to get a D tackle or D line because I'm getting the ball ran down my throat. No homo.
Right.
I didn't have that. Said no homo after it. Clarified myself.
So, Hitter. You there, Hitter?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so in my mind, I thought Sheldon Ward would be pick 15 for you. And you turned around and went and got the quarterback, Doolittle. We all knew that the quarterback position was a position in need. But let me ask you this: did your draft board change because of the runoff of the quarterbacks? And if so, what was your first round? Who you had on your board for your first round pick? So it's a two-part question. Who was on your board for the first round pick, and did your draft board change because of the runoff on quarterbacks?
I had Ward and Doolittle 1, 2. Ward was 1, Doolittle was 2.
Okay.
But when I seen the run, the back picks, the quarterbacks, and the way that the new draft format is set up, I knew the quarterback wouldn't be there in the second round.
Right.
Period. And
So,
the way my wide receiver situation was already set up, Sheldon Ward would have been a luxury.
A luxury pick,
instead
right?
Of a need.
A need. All right. Now, 8 games in right now. Do you feel like you made the right decision?
Definitely. I had picked up my quarterback, Bryce. I picked up Bryce in the free agency, to go with Heineke.
because that was the plan, the Heineke, Bryce, and then Sheldon. But with Doolittle sitting at the board, 15, it was a choice I couldn't pass up. And we threw him in the fire right away. We let Heineke go right after the draft. We didn't want no kind of controversy going on. And it's been paying off so far.
So you felt like the moment you got Doolittle, you found your franchise quarterback, and there was no quarterback competition needed, almost like Cam Newton with the Matt Jones situation, or even just throwing him into the fire. Did you feel as though when you picked that quarterback, I'm quite sure, you know, all them quarterbacks that went before him till we got to pick 15, did you view him as a day one starter right away? So if that was the quarterback you got, it might have not been the quarterback you wanted, but getting him, did he look like a day one starter to you right away?
Yeah. He was going to be the quarterback regardless. If I took a quarterback, they was starting. It came down to the direction my team is going. If you really look at my team, we're young. So we're going to all grow together. We're all going to, you know, expire together. Contracts going to expire together. So I wanted to build kind of a cohesiveness with the youth. We ride the youth wave, and we're just going to go for there, win or lose. And it just so happened that we're winning right now.
All right. So you bring Doolittle in. At running back, you also brought in two running backs. One running back. You brought in Dre Benson, a very, very late pick for you right now. Antonio Gibson. He gave you enough last year to realize he was special, right?
Yes.
All right. So now you said you was interested in Sheldon Ward as a luxury pick more than a need right now. Terry McLaurin is out due to injury right now. What has been the problem with Dyami Brown and his slow progression to becoming a very good receiver for your team, or am I overstating that? Maybe he is already.
Last year he was number 3. He was the slot wide receiver, and I guess it just wasn't a connection between him and Heineke. This season it's been more rolling Colin Johnson into that role, so Dyami hasn't really gotten the snaps. And, Colin and I can't even say they got a cohesiveness because he just don't animate on some of the catches. I don't know what it is about the number 3 wide receiver on my team. It just doesn't work out. The slot receiver doesn't react to the ball.
All right, so when we looked at the football team last year, we saw a team that was really good up front defensively. Do you feel like you put it all together defensively right now, that you can go forward with what you got? You got a young team as far as front four, as far as the linebacker level, and then the back four and the DBs and stuff.
Yeah, I think my defense is pretty solid. I'm not lacking, to say the word, too much on the defensive end. They all play a role, and they all know their role. They don't try to step outside of that role, and that's really what's been helping me so far.
And drafting the quarterback and saying he was going into the fire no matter what, did your defense, having a top 5 defense last year, did that help you with that decision as well?
Yeah, because I didn't have to go defensive in the draft. I needed to focus on, the few pieces that I needed to move forward. We got close to the playoffs last year. We went in the division up until the last 4 games, and the reason why I lost those last 4 games was the quarterback position. It was nothing else but that.
All right, so why don't you have a veteran around this quarterback, and why didn't you create an atmosphere of competition when it came down to getting this young quarterback?
Because he wasn't a highly touted quarterback coming out of the draft, for one. Right. And for 2, you don't want to break a young, not so great quarterback early in his career. If you know this franchise, we've had a long run of that, getting a quarterback that's good to special and putting him behind someone that was already there, and then when you throw him in the game, he really doesn't know what to do, and then he end up leaving this organization and shining somewhere else. We didn't want that situation here. This time around we got a different GM. We got an owner. He on his way out. They got a whole lot of news articles going on. That's also part of what happened. with our season last year. The whole little debacle went on in social media, and so we had a lot of turmoil off field.
Yeah, your owner ain't playing fair right now, man. It's a big thing. You got a guy that owns this football team that's looking to be out of here right now. What does that do to your team chemistry? The things y'all doing, the leash, the long leash he gave you as a GM to be able to do your thing with this team. What does that do when you lose that type of impact person?
So with the GM and Coach Riverboat, they just told the players, look, we focus on what we can control, and so that's the games, game in, game out. The only thing we control is what's going on the field. Everything outside of that, don't worry about it. It is what it is.
What's been the reason for your success this year? I mean, you're playing really not like you're in situations where you can shoot it out with guys, or you could play the tough game with guys and you're still coming out victorious. So what's been the success this year? What's the difference?
It's the same as last season. No expectations. We know what we are. We come in the game. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. We move on to the next game. There's no expectations. We don't expect to be a playoff team. We don't expect to win the Super Bowl. We don't expect to have an MVP. You know, we don't expect any of that. We just want you to go out and do your best, and you'll get paid at the end of the day. That's point blank for you.
Right. All right. So when it comes down to your team, right now we've seen it before. We've been here, done that. How do you see this team being different than last year's team that fell apart at the end of the year?
I think it comes down to both sides of the ball. You know, we put some protection to go with our weapons. Mm-hmm. That was part of our draft too. Nobody really noticed that, but we did that, and that also solidified a lot of our success on the run game along with the pass game. And then of course, you know, we got that front four that's crazy. We put the linebacker core together. You know, we just made some recent moves to make that even better. The secondary is growing. We got 2 shutdown bookends. We definitely, and then we got a safety that's playing way above his level and leading the league in interceptions. And then you got another young thumper. We call him Baby Sean. No disrespect, but he's putting fear in corners and tight ends across the middle around the league.
At the tight end?
Free safety.
At free safety, right. All right.
Yeah.
Weapons and protection. You invested in protection for sure. Scott Black, 84 overall at right tackle, and Dickens at left tackle. Not only did you get those 2 guys, you also went in free agency and created some good play out on the offensive line by getting Cam Robinson as well. Putting protection around this young quarterback was more vital to what my eyes see than it was putting weapons around him. Is it because you already had the weapons?
Yeah, I already had the weapons. You know, me, I don't like to put too much on my team. There's no reason to have 4, 5, 6 great stars when there's only one ball to share. So, you know, I try to go with the 3 wide receiver format. I use my tight ends. I don't have a fullback, so I use him in different situations. You know, I got the running back. I believe in my running back. I believe he's a top runner in the league. He doesn't get, you know, I don't like saying the word, but he doesn't get overused. So right. He doesn't really shine as much as the other running backs in the league. And then now I have a young up-and-coming star at quarterback that's flying below the radar. That's where I like it.
Is this quarterback a complete upgrade from Heineke from last year?
Definitely. You know, he got a little bit more height to him. He reads the field a lot better, and his ball placement is a lot better.
All right, in a heavy draft of quarterbacks, where we knew it was 13 legitimate quarterbacks in this draft, what made you land on Doolittle?
He was still available for one. You know, the top players went to the lower team. So with me being a middle tier team, I knew that I wouldn't get the best quarterbacks in the draft, but he was the best on my board to me. He has the height. He has the weight. You know, he's not one of them small frame quarterbacks. He's got a little weight to him. He's from a small school in the SEC. You know, SEC is balling, so they pull out good players. So you know, he fell right into my lap, to tell you the truth.
When he ran his 40 time, and you saw a 4.6, a low 4.6, did you feel like this was the perfect guy for your scheme? We know you know him, your head coach is known for having a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah, because with not so much dual threat, I like to call them mobile, because I just need him to be able to move around in the pocket a little bit, you know, and when it collapses, be able to step up and step through. He doesn't really need to be Marmar speed or Kyle. I mean, not Kyle.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, yeah, he doesn't need to be that type speed. We just need him to be able to, you know, get past the line of scrimmage and get down when it's time to get down. Same thing with Heineke. You know, he wasn't a superstar, but whenever he needed to get out of there, he was able to get out of there.
All right, so now you got the quarterback that you can go around right now, and you got the team, like you said, you got one of the younger teams in the league right now. What is the big message that you want the rest of the league to know when it comes down to the Washington football team?
When you play the football team, you're gonna play one of the best teams in one of the best divisions. We don't have a lot of Christmas trees on the field, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
They all they all play their role, and that's all you can ask for. I don't overcoach my players. I ask them to do what they're required to do. Anything more than that is on me. So
right.
If they don't win, a lot of times it falls back on the coach, not so much the players.
No doubt. All right, and then here's what I want to say. You in a division where, you know, you got Dak Prescott, you got Deshaun Watson. Outside of that, the next two is you and the Giants quarterbacks right now. Now, Dak Prescott hasn't really, you know, been asked to do much for that Cowboys team. Win or lose, you're starting to see them with Dak Prescott becoming that shit rocking, throwing the football now. So I ask you go get your quarterback. Do you feel as though, you know what I mean, with Deshaun Watson over there, Dak Prescott and Danielson, do you feel as though this quarterback can be the better quarterback in this division?
I wouldn't say the better quarterback, because that would be disrespecting Deshaun Watson. But he can be sufficient. He can definitely compete with those other guys in the division. You know, that Deshaun Watson trade was huge. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of made me take notice of that team because I overlooked him up until that point.
Right.
Daniel Dimes, you know, he's white, but he's a different type of white.
Right.
He's a different type of white. He gives you that Arch Manning feel. And then you got Dakota. Dakota's Dakota. I respect Dakota since he was in college. He got disrespected when he got drafted, and he's been proving himself ever since. But he doesn't get used to his abilities where he's at in the system that he's in. But that's fine by me, because that's the way it works out for me if he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing.
All right, so you say your division is the best division in football in our league, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So far, you've played the Giants. I mean, so far you've played the Washington football, the Eagles, and the Cowboys. All right, so you swept the Cowboys. We know they on a, you know, they're just having a bad season this year. You swept the Cowboys, and you played in a shootout against the Eagles right now. Are you expecting these type of games week in and week out in the NFC East?
Yeah, every week, regardless of the East, I expect it every week. Every outing, I expect to get the best effort from everybody.
No doubt. I mean, there's some big key players in your division right now. As far as defense, and what you guys got to face right now. I mean, when you go to that Eagles team is different now. I mean, you got D Hop over there, you got Heisman over there, you got Deshaun Watson over there, you got 3-headed monsters in the backfield over there. Then when you go to the Giants, you got to deal with Zeke, and then you're dealing with Daniel Dimes that's just developing, right, and with some receivers over there that's playing at a high level. And the Cowboys drafted a rookie receiver that came out of nowhere.
Both teams have defenses too. So.
And then those Cowboys, they're Tay Diggs is over there, really Mr. Pick Six. But the emerge of that rookie receiver over there, have you been paying notice to that and what he's been doing?
Who, the Cowboys?
Yes.
They got a wide receiver?
Wow, that answers my question right now. Yeah, this guy's been in the last couple of games. He's been shining, man. He's been.
Whenever I play, it's like 8 linemen on the field and Zeke.
Oh. Yeah, he got a name that's definitely great to get changed. D Weapon X is his name. That shit
10 linemen and Zeke.
I'm bringing up the Cowboys because their coach specifically said he took the job to play you twice a season. How do you feel about that?
I mean, that's respectable. I mean, if I didn't take the football team, I would have took the Cowboys. So I understand it.
Right. Oh,
and I ain't gonna lie, I was one minute away from switching and taking the Cowboys.
6'6", 225 pounds. A guy whose name's going to change. Weapon X is his name right now. In his last 3 games, he's been playing like a top receiver in the league right now. You haven't seen this guy in your 2 games?
We play left tackle or right tackle?
Oh my God. Listen, off that note, we out of here. Left tackle or right tackle? D Weapon X. Holla at us. Yeah. This nigga stupid, bro. Snake gonna come on and be snapping. What you mean?